You did, but you didn't put sound on.
I did.
Oh, never mind.
I have sound.
Imagine that. I didn't get something that was based in.
Can you hear us, Troy? Can you? How's your hearing?
I hear.
You
I
good?
hear. Why do I spell toast? Grace.
Why do I
Grace, are
spell
you here?
toast?
Hands. Good.
No, I was-
above your head.
No.
I took a too fast look. We're gonna start something.
Let's start.
Better be starting something. Can we say that phrase anymore? I
Stop.
don't think we can.
Oh, I sang it.
Oops.
I'm doing a Jackson show for the Adelaide Fringe, so yes, we can.
Well, no rules apply in Australia. So I want to do something. First of all,
Is it legal?
I want to. Oh, you're just not going to do it, are you? All right, fine.
1, 2, break free.
Some lights. Alexa, turn on the studio. There it is. Stupid.
Alexa, turn off the studio.
Alexa, turn on alarm for 4 a.m.
Damn it!
I'm sorry, I don't understand. So, okay, I've been doing this thing. I stopped running. I stopped working out, and I came to the realization that I was really good. I wasn't good at exercising. I was good at going to the gym. And that was put to the test when all of that structure and equipment and everything was taken from me. And I was like, okay, keep doing what you're doing. And I had everything. I was like, I don't know. I have no idea what to do. And so I just gave up. And so this happens as I start approaching my birthday, I start I do spring cleaning way, way, way earlier. And so this last week has been I need to run. I miss that meditative time. I need to get up 15 minutes earlier than I do. And I go run. And I've shared this with you guys before, but the main reason why, if I ever feel unmotivated to run, I think about Destiny Stevens. And I think about the video that she shared with me where she took her first step, I think, in 15 years or however long it was. It was crazy. And she was just supposed to take a couple of steps, and she ended up walking down the entire hallway. Gives me goosebumps every time I think about it. So this is not mandatory. This is completely voluntary. But I want to invite everybody to once a week run for Destiny. And I want you to, I don't care how long you do it. I don't care how far you go. I don't care how fast you go. But one day out of the week, and we could choose if we do it all on the same day. If it doesn't work out for everybody, then fine, do it on your own. But just let us know we're doing it. Let Destiny know that we're doing it. And whatever mile you do, whatever minutes you do that for Destiny. And that, to me, it is an impossible way to have a bad day when you start off with that as your premise. What'd you do today? Well, first, I ran a mile for Destiny. What? Yeah, that's what I did today. So, that's what we're going to do.
Love that.
This whole week, and I found out that I was running wrong. I was. This is an interesting lesson.
On all fours?
I was running on all fours.
Backwards?
I'm way faster on two. I'm bipedal. I'm coming out as bipedal. Pam is very supportive.
Very strong choice.
Very strong choice. This late in life. So I found out that what I would try to do is I would run 3 or 4 times a week, and I would start off really strong and really fast, and by the end of the week, I was like, man, my times are slower. I'm feeling tired. And I was talking to a buddy of mine who, for his 50th birthday, did a 50-mile marathon. That's basically two marathons back to back. Not for an event, just on his own. Here's how I'm going to celebrate my 50th birthday. I'm starting in Santa Monica, and you guys come meet me in Malibu or whatever it was. It's crazy. It had to be way further than that. That's not that far. It's great. Guy ran. It was an insane amount for his 50th birthday. And so I was talking about my run schedule, and he was like, oh, you're totally doing it wrong. He was like, it should be methodical mile, methodical mile, methodical mile, push. Recovery, methodical mile, methodical mile, methodical mile. And he was like, your problem right now is you're trying to do too much when your body's not ready for it. And so this first week, I was like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what's comfortable, what's easy. And it was really, really hard for me because first week starting back, you're instantly comparing yourself to what you were capable of doing. And I'm intentionally having to not push myself. And so my Friday run came, and I got to push. and I opened myself up, and I felt great. Here's the deal: I hate running. I hate running. Never gets easier, never like it better, but I love when I've run. It's the afterwards. I feel broken, and it reminds me of all of the things that growing up, how I wasn't athletically inclined, everything when I'm running. But after I've finished that run and I've stopped on my terms, I feel like a god walking amongst men. It's the best. I have clarity of mind. Some of my best ideas, best script ideas, best goals have come out of that post run. My heart is going, please don't die. You know, so that is, and thinking about this when we were getting ready to watch this movie, going for a run and thinking about who I was when this movie came out. 86 is when this came out, right? 1986?
84.
84.
Netflix says.
1984. I was 8 years old. So I was like just beginning to discover how awkward I was. And there was a lot of movies growing up in the 80s about badasses. We had Rambo, we had Rocky, we had all of these, like, here are great mythical characters that are flawed a little bit, but basically they're a badass from the beginning, and they just get more badass as they go. This was the first movie where it was like, here's the guy that gets picked on. Here is the one who is the bully. And here is that George Atlas comic book where he's like, you're going to get sand kicked in your face. And his process, and the thing that I loved about him is that he never like yoked up. He never got bigger. He just got smarter, and he got more patient, and he got better through diligent training. And it was like I really, really latched on because, like, as you guys, if you've never seen this movie before, if you've ever been bullied, you're going to identify with this. And this, especially for someone who got bullied, was the movie ending that we always wanted. And just around, and you'll find out, it's like around the bend. And Elizabeth Shue. I wanted Elizabeth Shue. That was the main thing. If I had to go talk to Pat Morita, I almost said Moriarty. That would have been weird. Pat Moriarty, who is the Korean martial arts
Long-lost
trainer
cousin.
to Sherlock Holmes. Oh, man. So I'm excited to watch this movie with everyone who's decided to join us here today. There's been a bunch of different changes, a bunch of different conversations that have been happening offline. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please immediately talk to Grace. Inundate her with your requests. I know
Biggest
that,
takeaway is that we're all taking up karate.
yes. Well, thinking of karate. I know that there's been a lot of confusion and concern. Everybody take a breath, okay? This whole thing was perceived and conceived primarily with the song Breathe. So it's what we can accomplish together. We're going to get through this together. If you're worried or you're afraid, we're going to assuage the fear. So today is just a day to celebrate. It's kicking us off back to the thing that this really has kind of been grounded in, which is just this great community hang of being able to watch a movie that we've never, some of you people have never seen this before. Grace, you said you've never, no, you've seen this
I've
before.
never seen this before.
How is that possible? Katie Volker?
I think bits of it. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
That doesn't make sense to me. If I say
It's
wax on,
sort of-
wax off, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yes,
I know what you're talking
I
about.
understand the references.
Yeah, I
and-
don't know if I've ever sat down and watched the entirety of the movie. I think that's
Oh my God. That's the whole thing. It's literally the hero's journey. But I also now live there's some ridiculous things in the script about how he's just a kid from Reseda. And I know now where Reseda is. And it's like, oh yeah, you live like, I can see Los Angeles, but I'm really far away from Los Angeles. And I think she's from Brentwood. I think it says. I'll have to pop in and watch and see. Steph, have you seen this
No.
movie?
Nope.
Oh my God. Tom A. Breck?
I have. It's one of the reasons I moved out here. I can't wait to be invited to a giant karate tournament, which
Mhm.
apparently
We have 'em all the
everyone
time.
goes to.
The dojo was right down from my first apartment. Billy Blank's brother or something had a studio there. But yeah, it's right, dude. It's right down the street from you. I'm not telling you where you live, but
Oh,
Is it really that one? I
yes.
pass by that one all the time.
That's it. That is the dojo. That is the Cobra Kai dojo, bro.
Do they
Dojo,
use that
bro.
to film?
Cobra Kai Dojo, bro.
As I mean, for the external shots, it's right there.
Interesting. No one look up where that is.
I was going to say that is definitely going to be.
Look, even if they found that exact spot, you have no idea. There's so
You
many
will
apartment
never know
complexes.
that
Just
you have
wait
to turn
outside
right
until
down the
you
street
get a rare
and walk
top.
Then take
50
a left.
paces.
And then knock on
Following home.
apartment number, and then you'll find
Apartment
out. Oh man, one of these days we're finally just gonna slip, and I'm just gonna like, I was like, here's just a random numbers that happens to be his exact longitude and latitude of where he's at right now.
But they're reversed, so
What
like,
if I
just don't
just
think too
dox
hard about
Tom?
it.
That could be like a new game, like Find Tom's. Like fuck Waldo. That guy was in a striped shirt. He was
I
he was
believe
asking
that's
for that
called
attention.
stalking.
Mm.
I'm
Nah.
fine with it if you find me and then like, here's money. That's a fun
Yeah,
game.
that's a.
We're here
Whoever
to give you
finds
stuff.
Tom,
Have you been
whoever
stalking
finds
me?
Tom
Yes.
first,
Here's $20. Cool, man.
Cool, thanks.
you've won the game.
Please
I guess
never
I
I
go
want
have
to
to
buy you a
ask.
drink. There should be like a rule, like if you once the world goes back to whatever it is, once the world goes back to where basically Grace is,
South.
Yeah,
Australia.
extremely hot.
it's pretty freaking warm here today. It's like 90 degrees. It's like 33, something like that.
Something like it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's cooler here today. It's
Yeah.
like 25 today.
Well, we have a bunch of idiots that can't stay
Seven,
inside,
yeah.
so everyone's just kind of
Watch a movie instead.
watch a movie instead. This
everyone
just to
come
remind
here, we'll
everybody,
hang
if this
out.
is your first time or if you need a refresher because it's been a while and we had the holidays and a weird election, this is the one theater where you are encouraged to talk in. We'll have the live chat that's going. Oh fuck, Grace, I gotta talk to you about something too. I forgot. Then I'm sorry, I'm making my tea. And then on top of that, we will not be showing the movie here because of YouTube. So this is your opportunity right now to go find it. We have it on, I'm assuming Netflix because they're
They
Or
actually took it
Amazon.
off.
Netflix in the UK.
Yeah, the Netflix did something smart where it's like we're going to put all the movies up so you can watch it before Cobra Kai's comes out, and then when Cobra Kai comes out, you won't know what happened because then you have to watch Cobra Kai, and Cobra Kai has like flashbacks. So you can watch it on if you're in the U.S. Amazon Prime.
cool.
YouTube also has it. There's a bunch of other places. It's in Netflix for the UK, I believe. Right, Katie?
Interesting.
Yep.
And
Grace.
in
I
Australia,
actually have to pay for it.
Yeah, Grace, you can get it on Stan.
oh, shut up. Stan
I
is
don't
the
wanna know.
Australian streaming service, so it's like
Streaming Australia Network. There it is.
we
You
got
found
we
it.
got Stan. Yeah, it's actually we still have
Do you
Blockbuster.
Stan?
Yeah, we have yeah, you can get it at Blockbuster delivered by kangaroos in their pouches and they
There
give
you
you the
go there.
VHS.
That sounds
Of course, it's a
magical.
national treasure you're watching there. It's going to be very own Paul Hogan in Crocodile Dundee 17.
Got a very
Go on, then.
similar vibe to
Oh.
Dave, which is a network here in the UK.
Please keep going. please
Dave
keep
is a
going.
network.
Yeah, we've got a network here in
Yes.
the UK called Dave.
All
They
day.
usually show
That's how
reruns
good
of,
it
like,
sounding networks.
Comedy stuff.
That's like an Alan Partridge.
My God.
That would be
Probably
like, you
show
know-
Alan Partridge stuff. You get a lot of like Mock the Week reruns on and
Yes. Oh my
the, like,
God.
on Dave. And then
Just-
the +1 version of Dave is called Dave Javu, which is still funny to me.
Wait a minute. We'll save this for next week.
Oh.
John Fusco. I have no idea who that is, but this is just brought to my attention. Emilio
news.
Estevez and I are excited to be collaborating on this continuation of the Billy the Kid saga, and you're going to love where it goes. Tagging Lou Phillips, Real Kiefer Sutherland, Christian Slater,
Are we watching Back
Vincent
to the Future 3 next week?
D'Onofrio, Chris Pratt,
What? Oh,
and who's at Regulator?
regulator. I have no idea.
Oh,
So wait.
Regulator. Well, they were the Regulators. It was Billy the Kid and the Regulators. Have you never seen Young Guns 2?
I haven't seen Top Guns either, or Bottom Guns.
Okay,
Or
Top
the
Top
Real
Gun.
Guns.
Seen Top.
Here's just to let you guys
Cool
know. Here's
Guns.
while you guys are searching for your movies and purchasing or downloading, whatever you got to do. Ultimately, what we're going to do is because this has kind of already been just a very community focused thing, and it hasn't been like a bunch of people on YouTube watching this. We're going to keep this just for our community, and then once a month we'll kind of blow it out and we'll do a big party and we'll bring in somebody from the outside and kind of open up to the YouTube just to poke our heads above the surface and let people know what we're doing. But by and large, you guys have expressed as what's most important to you is that this stays a community thing, so we're going to keep it a community thing. Same thing with Prompt. Prompt is going to be the same thing. It's going to be for our community, and if you have loved that, you're still going to be able to love that. Okay, nothing's changing with movie or with Prompt. It's all the new content that we're creating. And by the way, have you seen what Daisy's been doing? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Girl is on fire. She wrote a script.
Oh my
She
god.
She's doing
scripted
it properly.
Like she is doing more work for her show. Oh my god!
She's
I can't
officially the
wait.
most hardworking person.
Yeah,
Because you don't,
like she has
you
the
don't do
highest-
shit, Troy.
No.
Our highest production value. I just fucking throw up lights like obsessively. She's like lighting and cameras looking awesome. I can't wait to see what she makes. So that show is coming. We also have our very own Katie Volker here with us, as well as Lily. That every Tuesday they have their podcast, which has been getting great traction. You guys have been crushing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
I think you should have more Zack Snyder discussions because that lit up the comment section.
That's kind
I
of like
loved it.
you could talk about a few people and it's always going to be
Divisive.
instant.
Like
Yeah,
Ryan
divisive
Johnson.
and discussion building. It's like, so Zack Snyder. Rah, 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 rah. Like, Jesus.
I
was
just
gonna
sat
say
there
his
and was like,
birthday.
mm-hmm.
But it's always a different discussion, which is so interesting. Like if you mention Ryan Johnson, that's a whole different discussion than talking about.
Genius.
One I could actually
Zack
talk
Snyder.
about as
Genius.
opposed to Zack Snyder, who I really don't have anything to say about.
You're the one person in the world. I don't care. I just don't think that Zack Snyder is. I think he's a brilliant visionary mind. I just don't think he's a great director.
He sacrifices
like
scenes for
Batman.
moments.
Oh, you
Boy, I
got
can
it with that
unpack
one.
that.
Ooh,
I like to talk about this kind of stuff.
some fighting words.
I
okay.
agree. Or yeah, he creates moments at the expense of the scene
Yes.
because this is the moment when, and then the scene has no purpose but for that moment. And on paper, like if you go to film school, that's a great theory. It's like create a moment that this scene is around, but everything in this scene, as opposed, man,
He has
if
a
you guys
lot
are
of
watch Vikings. Watch Vikings. Start at season 1 and go through to season 6. They've just ended the show, and the way they
I'm
end the
start at
show
season
is
4, thank you.
what's that?
Sorry.
What'd
I'm
you
just
say?
making fun of you. It's fine.
Why?
I've never even heard about it.
Well, you
until
said
last
start
week.
at season 1, and I was like, well, that's kind of a.
There's
kind of
some
a
people that were
given.
telling me to start Cobra Kai at season 3. They're like, don't watch 1 and 2, just start at 3 and just binge it. I was like, that feels weird. But, or a lot of people say, stuff for The Wire. It's like you can skip, go to season 2 or season 3. I hear you, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in season 1 that the show is finding its feet, whatever. Steph, what were you
Just
going
one
to say?
foot.
Oh, I've never heard of Vikings until like last week.
Dude, so
like the
I,
concept.
as a there were this group of nomadic
Okay,
people
yeah, I know of them.
that
This show.
discovered most of the world
Whoa,
through
Tell
their
me more.
technology.
tell
So
me everything.
the if you haven't heard about this show, the History Channel says, "Hey, what if we did a scripted show?" And I watched it as a goof. I was like, I love history, and I love it when the nomadic tribe found themselves lost in barren wastelands. It was like that. I'm into it. And there's like some actor that's there, and you could tell they're like, we'll give you this much money, but we're not going to give you any more. And so they went, this is all of the dollars that we have to make this show. How badass can we make it for this? And they're like, it's Vikings. We have to have battles. You're like, okay, but we can't have battle. We can't do like a Braveheart scene, but we can do it with 15 people. And they're like, let's do it. So they hired incredible stunt performers and fight choreographers, and their fights were like, oh shit. And what happens in season 1, they're like, are you in or not? Because this is where we're going. I was like, I'm fucking in for the ride. Travis
Awesome.
Fimmel, whatever, is beyond captivating. He is. I don't care who you, guy or girl. You're like, if he was like, you and I are gonna, we're gonna, we're. Put it this way. Everybody has their celebrity list.
Mm-hmm.
Travis was on Pam's list. Then we go to Australia. And guess who's headlining that con? Travis. And we're up in the green room and we meet and everything and hang out. And we had a mutual friend. We're talking about that a little bit. And Pam is just over there going, just, you're so good. And you're so nice and everything. So, like, whatever. And she looks at me and she's like, I was like, just tell me about it. Just want to know.
I mean,
I was like, I've never been put to that test. You're like, we're taking it out of the hypothetical. I was like, if you don't have sex with him, I'm going to divorce you.
I feel like we need
so
Pam
good.
in here just to confirm all this whole story. I want to hear it from her.
Oh, she'll get in here right now and be like, hey, that's absolutely true. Calls him Travis. She's like, I mean, Travis was so good in season 2. It's like, oh, Travis, your boyfriend?
Oh yes, dear Travis.
Anyway, the performances and just to grow with the show and watch what they're able to do with the limited budget. And season 2, the Daddy History Channel goes, okay, you'll get a little bit more money. And then the last season, Amazon Prime picked it up, and it wasn't on History anymore. And it just never ceased to. The last season had one of the best moments of television I've ever seen.
Do they go through
With a
whole
character that I
Nordic
didn't
myth as
think would be
well?
possible. What's that?
Do they go through the whole Northern myth as well?
So I don't want to tell you too much about the show. It doesn't. If you look, it hands down and thumbs up beats the shit out of Game of Thrones.
Wow, I never watched it.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
You have 5 years of your life that most people wish they had back.
there we go.
We had a lot of fun watching Game of Thrones. We all liked it, but at the end of it, we all felt like we got out of an abusive relationship and we were much better people for it. Like I was like, we had a lot of fun. He's like, you really didn't. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. He was an asshole. The way he talked, he's like, yeah, the way he talked to you. I never considered that. And we finally were like, we're liberated, and we're gonna go write a book about it. We're gonna write fucking Eat, Pray, Love too.
And now we're going to sit down and watch Westworld and do it all over again.
Do Damn you, HBO!
Oh my god, can someone please do an Eat, Pray, Love too, but it's someone recovering from the Game of Thrones.
I mean, we've got a writer's room, so that's another
Watch
thing we
The
can talk
Witcher
about.
instead.
Wednesday, writer's room is back. If you weren't with us last Wednesday, holy shit, we talked to Mary Kinney, who is one of the lead writers and narrative designers for Miles Morales. In addition to writing her own book that's coming out next year about the 25 women that pretty much the entire video game industry is built upon their shoulders. Incredible writer. And the people that we've been having come through the writer's room, if you are a writer, and I'm talking about anybody, whether it be screenwriting, novels, she's talking about doing a nonfiction work. So if you are of the craft of writing, this is an incredible opportunity for you to hear from some very experienced, wizened, and open people in the industry that you would never have access to. And just opening up and saying, here's my problems, here's my obstacles, here's my process. Do you have any questions? It's every Wednesday, 1p, 4p, 9p. Tune in. That's good stuff. Tuesdays, Katie Volker, Lily K. Daisy, I don't know when Daisy Cooks is coming. I don't know when that's going to happen. Legit's coming back. I just needed to sit down and have these conversations with people. And then, of course, we're doing game nights Fridays. And then Saturdays is our movie. Sunday is Prompt. Join us for tomorrow for Prompt. Who's hosting Prompt tomorrow? Do we know? It's a mystery?
It's a mystery.
All right. Love it. Prompt is a community creative event where we all come together and a theme is chosen and discussed. And then afterwards, you're given 15 minutes. No, not 15 minutes. It's been too long. 30 minutes. I gave you 30 minutes. I gave you twice as long. 30 minutes in which to creatively express that theme. And you can do it however you want. I've still yet to be shown macaroni art.
Oh, I have photos to send you then.
All right. Send me some photos.
Of-
Who
yeah.
did Kellen did this? Who did this?
Yeah, Kellen did it.
All right. I'm not surprised. They get the
Yeah.
genius. He gets me. Okay. So everyone's locked and loaded. Karate Kid, 1984.
We're
Yeah.
not watching Rocky
Marita.
IV.
Huh?
They're the same
We're not
movie.
watching 1984.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman, yeah.
Not gonna do it.
Listen,
Not gonna do it.
it was
Yeah, we
fine.
talked about it, Tom.
Good for you, Tom. Good for you.
Pedro Pascal. Yes.
Great guy.
Pedro Pascal's always good.
Nice mustache.
Most of
He
everything
pulls it
else.
off well.
Not many people can, but he can pull off a mustache. It's
Tom Selleck,
either
Sam Elliott.
well, it's either the big fat mustache, but like a mustache like that, not many people can pull off. The like more
Make off
thin,
of it.
the thin kind.
It was unsettling seeing him without the facial hair. I was like, I don't like it. I don't like
Sam
it.
Elliott. Sam Elliott looks weird.
You look weird without facial hair.
I do. I do look weird without facial hair. This is truth.
Yeah.
Karate Kid.
I have to go look after my boy. You guys have fun. I can't wait to see what you think about the 1984 classic, Danny LaRusso's. He's not the director. Yeah.
He plays every part.
Karate Kid. And then afterwards, go watch Gary Goldman's stand-up routine about it. It's quite hilarious.
Okay.
Have a great Saturday, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Oh, I gotta switch this. Hold on.
And he's gone.
Transition. There we go.
I
Okay.
thought he was going to count us down.
No, but I'll do that.
Yeah.
We're going to start this movie, and everyone got it ready, good to go.
Yep.
We're gonna
Yes.
play
You know
it
what
in
helps if I-
3, 2, 1. I really thought he said Gary.
Wait, on
Oldman.
3 or
It's
after?
done.
Oh,
We
shit.
started.
Shit.
I'm seeing what I believe is the Columbia Pictures
Yeah.
opening. Okay.
Also seeing that. Are we watching the same movie?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I almost.
No way!
Do you know
I
what? I'm
almost
gonna-
got the
subtitles.
2010 one by
Right,
accident.
subtitles are already on.
Newark, New Jersey. What a shitty place.
How
Boom,
do you know that?
shots fire. Because I've gone out of Newark so many times. Oh, look at this place. New Jersey sucks. This is call out to everyone from New Jersey.
having
You
fun?
can do
Wow.
better. So much better than New Jersey. I mean, look at this.
Apologies to everyone in New
Ugh.
Jersey.
Gross.
Children are
Ugh.
chattering apparently.
Everyone's name is Tony and Louie.
And Petey and
Are you, gonna,
Polly.
are you gonna do this for the whole movie?
Just for the New Jersey
Probably.
parts. Ugh,
Okay.
Gross.
Is this a
out of
Boston
New
thing that I
Jersey.
don't get?
No, it's a
I-
fucking Connecticut thing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
New Jersey
I
I, was like, I
lived-
thought only New Yorkers hated people from New Jersey.
I'm also from
I've
New York.
literally never seen
It
Tom
appears that-
so animated.
It's stupid. They
It
suck.
appears that we're leaving. It appears that we're leaving New Jersey very
Good.
soon.
and they're
so
moving
already
to
leaving New
California.
Bye.
A good place.
Have you ever
kinda.
had that many people wave at you when you left somewhere?
No,
'Cause
I
I
don't have that
no.
many
shit
friends,
haven't.
Grace.
I don't think
Yeah, we
anybody.
know
I
that
don't think I've
about
ever had
you,
that many
Tom.
people care that I've left anywhere.
Oh, thank God. Utah?
They're driving from New York to California. How long is
New
that
Jersey.
drive, Tom?
I
Jersey.
did it in 5 days.
But you
Would
didn't
you ever
stop-
do it with a
like-
whole family in a car?
2 people.
Only 2 people in
this
that
is the
car.
same
I
exact
can't see.
amount of people that I did with.
Oh, okay.
My boyfriend and
that was
I
the whole family.
did. My boyfriend and I did a road rally down Route 66 in a '61 Chevy, which I should note is not restored. It's in its original condition from the '60s. But we had to. We first had to drive it to Chicago to get to the starting line, and that
Mm.
took 5 days. And then all of Route 66 was 7 days.
Route 66 is a fun time.
It is. It's a great time. But we had we were kind of on a scavenger hunt, so we were stopping at certain spots.
Mm.
Look at that stash, Tom.
I found out that Zoom has like different filters you can use,
Yeah, hold on.
and I'm having a lot of fun.
You look like the Pringles guy.
Ooh.
Do you have a monocle?
I'm Pringle and ready to Pringle.
Good. Well done.
Wow.
Here you go.
I look like. Do you guys know who Eddie Burbank is?
No.
Oh, well, that, never mind. Steph, we're matching. You guys ever have to do
Yeah,
that?
We
That's a
had-
fun time.
Yes, during the Route 66 rally.
Then it's just all downhill.
Yes.
I think the
Woo,
longest
Red
drive
Rock.
I've ever done is like to Melbourne. And that's like a 9-hour drive from here.
Really?
If you don't stop. Usually you'll stop at like, you'll stop somewhere overnight if you actually want to do a proper trip or whatever, or you do like the Great Ocean Road if you want to do like a road trip. But yeah, it's like 1 day from Adelaide to Melbourne.
How long does it take to drive across Australia?
It's a good question because like the West Coast, there's just a whole lot of nothing.
Hey, look, it's that kid.
Hey,
Like a big old road through the desert where if you break down, you're basically fucked.
yeah,
I think
pretty
that's
much.
called
Like if
Australia.
yeah, that's like most of the West Coast, and in the middle, like it's there's just a lot of nothing there. So if you break down, you're pretty fucked.
I like
I
that.
don't know how long it would take.
Good
It
luck
would
to
be
you.
like at least a week or something, I reckon, to drive across the whole thing.
I like that Danny Russo. The moment he's like, "Oh, we're here. Time to get my bike off and do some tricks,"
Not open the house.
or
No,
help
no,
his
he's
mother.
got to take his bike off the top of the car. They've got one box that they're moving in. Really doesn't seem like they have enough.
Have they
of,
moved into
like,
a
their life
motel?
to
It's called California.
Yeah, pretty typical apartment complex.
This is
but
where
like-
I
Okay.
live. No one find it.
Wouldn't that be terrifying, Tom, to see your actual apartment complex?
It would have been. It would be great.
Yeah, everyone who
It would
lives
be.
there is like, what the fuck are all those cameras doing?
Freddie Fernandez. Hey,
Freddie Fernandez.
what's up, guys? It's me, the Freddy.
Huh.
New Jersey.
Oh my god, look at those jeans.
Those jeans are back in style.
The
Sure.
tucked.
I feel like
Or
every
the mom
decade of
jeans.
fashion is happening at once right now.
It's true.
But no one can see it.
That's true.
I've bought so much clothing during quarantine, and I have nowhere to wear it.
Oh, what a nice pool.
Ooh, update. It takes about 3 days to drive across Australia.
Okay.
If it's just driving and you don't really stop anywhere to do
Mm.
touristy stuff.
What if you go diagonal?
Considering the shape of Australia, that would be really weird.
You can drive diagonal across the U.S.
I guess.
Katie, how long
Driving-
does it take for you to drive across the entirety of your country that you live in?
Well, to be honest, if you were to drive from the south of England to the north of England, or actually to Scotland, it would probably just take you about a day, like full, no stops. But for the most part, road tripping is not really a thing in England because really there's nowhere to road trip to unless you're going on
right.
holiday.
You guys have trains.
Well, we have trains, and also if
Oh,
you
I
want to
love
go anywhere,
trains.
you just kind of drive to, I don't know, fucking Wales, and it doesn't take as long as
And what's in Wales besides Wales?
beautiful countryside.
Isn't Wales very nice?
Wales is lovely.
Are there bears in the UK?
No, I had a conversation with somebody about this the other day.
I've been lied to.
He sent me a message saying, I'm going to carve a bear. And I was like, where the hell did you get bear in the UK? And then he realized that he was talking about carving like a bear out of some wood.
Yeah.
And I got very confused.
Why was your first thing like, I'm going to murder a bear?
I was like, well,
Going
here's
to
the thing.
carve
With
a
him,
bear.
it wouldn't have surprised me too much if he suddenly was like, I have found a bear and I'm going to carve it. But no, he suddenly sent me a picture of a block of wood, and I was like, oh, that kind of.
Ah, a bear.
I know that old lady from so many movies, and I just can't remember any of them.
Karate Kid.
She's one of those
Karate Kid
actresses
2.
who pops
Karate
up
Kid
in a
3.
bunch of old movies.
Karate Kid, the new one.
Oh my
Old
god,
Karate
Tom.
Kid. Cobra Kai.
Is this you getting revenge on me for yesterday?
Mr.
Hi,
Miyagi.
I saw that you guys were playing the Portal 2 co-op, and I went, I am actively not going to watch this because I'm going to get annoyed.
At me.
It's okay. I
no,
was
just the
playing.
people who
Hey, there he is. That's
try
the guy.
to play like Portal puzzles and then just don't communicate properly.
I know how to communicate. I say
And then
Portal,
there's
go
me
there.
who just wants to fuck with Tom.
I had a couple of my friends were playing on one of my friends' servers. They were just playing over the voice chat, and I was watching like, oh, I have to stop. I'm getting too annoyed.
After. I know most of this scene from Community.
Oh my god. Yep. That makes sense now.
Oh man, the good old days of shortcut shorts.
Remember when you could go outside and be around that many people?
Remember soccer? Crazy
Being in
concept.
public places
The Beach
with
Boys are
other
playing.
people.
Remember
I don't know, is
not
this the
knowing
Beach
how to play
Boys?
soccer?
No, because I've never ever wanted to kick a football around in my life.
Why? What's wrong with footy?
No.
Steph, how much
Oh
are
my
you getting out
God,
of this
she's
movie so far?
She's in the
A lot
Back
of
to the
80s
Future
fashion.
2 and 3.
But they're
She's
Karate
replacement
Kids.
Jennifer.
Replacement Jennifer.
Who's
Yeah,
Jennifer?
she is Jennifer in the 2nd and 3rd Back to the Future movies.
Oh, that's
Ah.
right. I forgot they were.
Oh.
But I didn't like her in those movies. I was like, they have zero chemistry. The first Jennifer was amazing.
Man, time travel's
She was
weird.
definitely wearing purple. Sorry. She.
Just wearing what?
Oh no, that is blue. It looked really purple for a second then. I was like, who's that girl in the
Oops,
blue?
don't
And I was
fake.
like, that's purple. But apparently
Remember,
I'm
remember the
blind.
good old days where it's like you knew someone was into you because they would slow fade away, and then it'd cut to you guys staring at each other, and then
just gonna
slow fade
stare.
away again, and there was a spark there. You don't get that
No.
anymore. Also, awkwardly staring.
Yeah, remember those days where you lit bonfires on a public beach?
I've always wanted to do that and never could. I'd be called.
I was gonna
arsonist.
say the beaches where I live near where I live are pebble beaches, and then I remembered that I have been to. I know people who bring those like, the just disposable barbecue sets, where they just like got the coal underneath and you can just
Dis-
use them on the beach.
Disposable? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
They're like you
Mhm.
literally you buy them in a shop and they're like in a little silver tray and they just have coal in them and you just light them and you can use them on the beach.
Never seen that.
It's not as
Oh,
fun
We
as
do
an
have-
the
actual
cool guys are here.
bonfire, but
We do have
Oh
bonfire
no,
pits.
it's the bad guys.
like, they've all got
They
jackets
have
that match.
motorbikes.
You can tell they're bad because they have matching jackets.
And also that guy in the middle has a bowl cut.
No, he's just wearing a bandana.
Not like Brian.
8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm a senior.
Why do-
It's the final year of high school. the most
I'm a
important
senior. I'm
year
definitely
of
not
your
already in my
life.
20s at this current moment.
How do they cast kids that look like snakes? Wait, she's a dick.
That's one way to get rid of it.
Wow.
Oh, is this Billy Joel? Hell yeah.
Danny said, "Hey, it's the alcoholic from Cobra Kai." Yeah, I'm going to assume that the two main guys are the. Yep.
You'd be correct. I've never seen the show,
I mean, I
but
knew that.
yes.
I never I wanted to watch the show, but then I was like, no, I've never seen the original Karate Kid, so I feel like I'd be doing that a disservice.
Take your Cobra Kais and go be Cobras.
She said the name of the thing.
This is
What are you, some
what
kind
I
of
would refer
karate
to
kid?
as
See, Johnny looks
emotional manipulation.
quite young.
Well, that's a bit abusive.
That's a red flag.
Oh,
Don't touch your punk.
Punk.
What you gonna do? Use some karate
My
on
God,
me?
there's going to be fighting.
Fight, 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 fight.
now would
fight,
be a
fight,
great
fight,
time for
fight,
some
fight.
karate.
That was
I didn't do anything. I'm just moving my legs around. It's that things in The Simpsons where it's like, I'm not
Is
gonna
this
hit
what
you,
one would
but I'm going to
refer
start
to as
moving my
an-
arms like this.
as an inciting incident.
If you get hit, it's your own fault.
My gut's been punched. asshole just sucker punched him.
I just love the look of indignation that was on his face. Just then, like,
Yeah. Oh, what's the time code for people?
He
Katie, what's your time code?
it's a bit difficult because I'm on Netflix, but I'm at an hour. I've got an hour 52,
I'm at
56, 55, 54.
14 minutes.
53. It's you.
Pyro
Yeah.
was asking, and I'm pretty sure Katie's time code would match up more.
But Katie's counting down.
Yes, I have to count down because of Netflix.
14, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh, sad music, because he just been defeated.
In the world,
He just got the shit kicked out of him. Like,
I'm not the Karate Kid yet. One day I will be.
Okay, that
Danny,
that-
I thought this was
that
a
woman is-
Christian movie.
that girl is definitely a woman.
She is in her early 20s for
Yeah.
sure.
And what's
But I'm
wrong
pretty
with
sure-
that?
How old is
Oh, dude. I'm pretty sure. What's his name? Johnny? He looks, unless he's just a young looking person, he's for sure in his teen years filming this, I think.
Those
Yeah,
are
it looks
the
like he's the only one who
grossest
actually
looking
might be
eggs
playing
ever.
his age. Yeah, they really aren't looking.
Considering the guys they just fought were seniors in high school, I'm assuming they're similar. They're supposed to be similar ages.
Don't you love it when they cast like 25-year-olds to play
No.
teenagers?
Oh, those are some sick
Yeah,
80s.
and it-
AKA the
charming.
Breakfast Club. Like,
I think the glasses are nice.
I want to see the baby browns.
Ma.
She can really not see what's
She's
behind them.
gorgeous.
Oh, he's
Jesus.
gorgeous.
Ooh.
We've been here for 2 days.
I thought they'd been there for like 2 hours.
It's been one day and you already have a shiner. Congratulations.
Well, to be fair, the first thing that
It
he
doesn't
did was
hurt.
kick a
I'm
kid
just
down.
blind.
This kid is asking for fights.
Johnny
left and
was
right.
18 at the time of filming. Daniel was 22. Thanks, EJ.
I think you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Danny's much more filled out.
This is such an 80s movie. It's like in its blood and it feels great. They're just being bros.
That guy on the left is definitely like 30. With the pink polo top.
Oh,
I don't think there's enough pop collars in this.
Oh wow! I love a building that's dedicated to truth, liberty, and toleration.
Toleration. Is that a word?
Is that what that said, or was I just?
I guess
Toleration.
Tolerance.
Tolerant.
Did I read it wrong? I don't know. How
No,
to
it's
read.
a
said
toleration.
toleration. I'm
Okay.
googling that right now because
Yeah,
that
hold
does
on.
not sit well with me.
80s were a different
Toleration,
time.
the practice of tolerating something. What's the difference between tolerance and toleration?
I like her sweatshirt.
That's weird.
Why did they
Some
all?
choices were
like,
made.
Somebody
with the
just took a pair of
sweatshirt.
scissors and was like, ah.
Both of their sweatshirts.
Katie, it's not a
Like,
great
look at the
school.
collar.
It's just
I-
they have a big thing of fabric and one person
They
with
just
scissors
calls it.
and it's like, oh, we don't care.
He's already mutilated his school uniform. It's his first
He's
day.
been there for 2 minutes and he's like, I gotta rip it
Sorry,
up a
he
little
spent all
bit.
that time flirting with her at the party, and he only just found out her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young love. It was a girl with
I used to
radio.
do
Didn't get his
that.
name after he tried to beat the shit out of guys.
Nope.
Or-
No, because he said, "Leave me alone."
Oh,
man,
sorry,
those
I forgot.
are those
He
are
was-
shorts.
He was pouting
Mm.
about it.
Those shorts leave nothing to the imagination.
Also, this school is hella white.
Yes.
Yeah, don't you know that they practice toleration? Oh no, yep. There's. Oh, of course she's a cheerleader.
Yeah, it's the
Why wouldn't
80s.
she be?
Everyone was a cheerleader. It was in your blood.
I remember going through a phase where I would cut the collars off my shirts like that. Because
He
I was
didn't
like,
do
"Ooh,
anything."
I'm a punk kid."
Can't tell if it's just 'cause
Happy
he's so
first day
skinny,
of
but it really didn't
school.
look like there was any sort of
Also, that was the weirdest type of
weight
punch.
behind that. Like,
Where he just kind of punched and then fell on top of him.
the punch was fine. It was the way he like tackled him that was like, yeah.
Cheerleading,
I am
go.
good at this.
Cheerleading, yay.
What I look like at a Zumba class.
Let's go. All those pictures are just legs above head.
I guess he's decided to start learning karate.
I sensed that someone was doing karate.
Yeah. What?
Tom, you still have the moustache filter on.
Yeah, why would I take it off? I look great.
Does
I
kinda
got used
suit
to
you,
it for
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
second.
I just want to know why this clown doll is one of the few things they moved into the apartment first.
Because
What
they're
clown doll?
really
Where?
The
creepy.
one on the shelf behind Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Because they're from
God.
the circus.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
It was
already.
like the first
No, what's
thing that
the-
the mom put on the shelf.
What's the creepy ET doll under it?
Is that an owl? What is
Shelf
that?
underneath it.
He looks like such
Yeah.
a baby.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
He's got such a baby face. Look at him.
Hi. Do you want to come watch me do cheerleading after school?
I'm really bad at it. It'll be fun.
Go team. How'd you know I'm from New York? It's on every clothes that you wear. Just the symbol of New Jersey.
You want some milk? Mmm.
Probably
Can
won't
go
make
that
the
pic.
team if you punch someone in the face.
Sorry, could you not figure
What?
that out from the entirety of their interaction that, he was her ex-boyfriend?
Some kind of yo-yo. Ah, big spender over here.
Hey, let me get your high school lunch.
Well, I mean, it's
How-
not one
how
week
many
because it's weeks.
What's a week? Karate.
Honestly, I've actually always wanted to do some sort of martial arts. I had a
Both my
friend
brothers
who
did.
I did when I
I'd
was
love-
younger.
Friends in school did taekwondo, and I would go like watch them do their after school practice before I'd like hang out at their house, and I was like, man, this looks like so much fun.
Interesting. I do know where this place is.
Is it
Yes,
exactly
Tom.
down the street from
Where
you?
is it?
Yes, it is where it is, next to the place near me where I get my bagels. Did you move cross country to work at a restaurant?
I think maybe they're just eating.
She just said they'll train her as a manager.
Yeah, you get managers in offices.
You get managers in offices.
There's managers in almost every institution.
You don't know that.
It could be anywhere.
Not
it
in
could
all
be
of
a
them.
store. It could be a restaurant.
I'm a manager.
Of
I don't know.
what?
So this guy has
Of
literally
you.
like 3 wedges on his plate. What the fuck kind of meal is this?
I don't know, but it looks good.
I've got enough potato.
What are these guys planning to do? He's eating.
It's the street corner is Cloverdale.
I wasn't even looking in
They're
the background.
planning
of this.
something, yeah.
I was too busy staring at his plate of food and wondering what the hell was going on.
It's like, what is he
Yeah,
eating?
is that like a
Broccoli?
burger? Because
It's like that's just all broccoli. I'm wondering where all the fucking wedges have gone.
You met anyone? We've been here for a week.
My mum does that. If I'm at like a new workplace or a new environment, or I go somewhere like that's new, like I guarantee within a couple of days she's like, "So, you meet anybody cool?" And I'm like, "No, mother.
I don't know anyone. I'm antisocial.
I don't talk to people."
I'm scared.
I think my parents know better than to even bother trying to ask because there's just going to be no answer. Buddy, you're in a restaurant. Use your fucking fork.
Hey,
Wait.
heard you.
Broccoli is a finger
Oh, he found
food.
it. He has one.
Oh, he's E.T. Wouldn't that be a crazy twist to this movie? It's just like,
Turns
well,
into
gotta go home.
You think that
It's
this
in
is a
the
movie
same
about karate?
universe.
Surprise, bitch, there's aliens.
Also a movie I have not seen.
It's
Friend
okay.
of mine
it's
gave me that
terrifying.
as
That's
a present for Secret Santa one year.
That was a pretty cool
Sweet.
shot. I like the shadows technique.
Steph, all you need to see
hell.
is the E.T. ride in Universal
stalking
Studios.
I have been, I my have been on
God.
that. Didn't they take that out?
I went on
I don't
it
think it exists anymore. Oh.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he definitely
I
could
could be
have ridden
wrong.
down that hill perfectly fine.
He
Oh.
100%
dramatic-
just
Oh, my screen.
Dramatic
threw
effects,
him off.
guys.
he threw himself off that. Like
Yep.
I will
Guys,
tell you,
Does
it got to
someone think-
the point where he was like, "This is going too smoothly." Whoa!
Let me just break really hard.
I scraped my head on the special effects rock. It had all this fake blood on it.
Oh,
Oh,
Johnny.
me scarred.
I'm so
Aw,
angry
blood.
at this bike. Oh, God.
Why did you throw your bike away? I mean, the wheel was pretty fucked.
I want to go back to New Jersey, where I get in fights all the time still. It's going to solve all my problems.
I have to take karate, Mom.
I have to take karate.
That was quite the jump. Okay.
I have to do it
It's
to beat
either
up this
between
white guy
karate-
because there's a girl who smiled at me once.
It's between karate and cheerleading. I can go, hiya, or, yeah, yeah.
Aggressively
soccer's not gonna work out.
cheerleading.
She's a good mom, though.
Mm.
Do you
Checking
think
in.
Mr. Miyagi was just staring between the slats this whole time?
Karate lessons, you say?
I hear you want to take karate.
I heard someone say karate 3 times.
Karate.
I've appeared like the weird
Wish
Beetlejuice
I
I
had
am.
a wise old Asian neighbor like that.
You just have to find him. Just
We're
start
getting
knocking
into
on
territory where I
doors.
feel like this is going to get a little racist.
You just have to find him.
He's out there somewhere.
No,
Nice
they have
cargo
to find
pants.
me. Why? Where did his legs
Wow,
go?
that is a look.
That is a
Yeah, where-
Luke.
What happened to
That
his
is-
legs?
Like,
Hey.
frankly,
Wow. Where
the
are
shirt
they?
underneath with those trousers would have been fine. It's
But
the fact
just-
that he's mixed patterns that is
All
really
three of
quite
them,
something.
they are Lukes. Lewk. Look at the dude behind him.
I feel like the costume design for this is like there were two people. There was one who was like, I got everyone else, and then there was one who's like, I got Danny Russo, and I'm going to take a lot of acid.
Dude, that head wound, he's still.
I'm definitely running away from something.
Pretty fresh.
This is why I'm wearing camo.
I'm from New Jersey.
I'm a man.
I
I run away
suck.
from my problems.
I am skinny as a fucking twig.
They really
Look at
only
him. You
have
can
like
snap that boy in half.
My head wound is still bleeding after 3 weeks.
you're going
I
to
should
realize
probably
real
go to a
fast
doctor.
that there's only like 3 musical cues, and it's like things are going well. Oh, things are kind of sad. It's karate time.
I like how he saw the bike on his top shelf and went, "This must be that old Asian guy that I've been talking to occasionally."
Twice.
Who's given no indication of bicycle repair, but
I guess he's the handyman or the landlord, or
He's the building engineer.
He is the
that means he
repairman
knows how to fix a bike,
He
for the
does.
building.
Because he knows how to fix everything, apparently.
including your life.
I could fix a bike.
He's here.
It's not that hard.
was that the
Man,
tagline of the movie?
Can I get my
Mr.
building engineer to
Miyagi.
fix my life? That'd be nice.
He can
I'll
fix
just give him
everything.
a call. We'll be like, hey,
He
this
can
thing
fix
You-
everything except a
Also-
broken heart.
You guys
That's what you need
joke,
that
but
for.
the more you watch the movie, the more that's kind of correct.
I can't wait.
Because as Danny Russo has already learned, karate will fix everything, apparently.
You keep saying every time you say his name, I think of
The Russo brothers.
no, Danny in Greece.
That's his name.
Hey, it's me, John Travolta. Oh my god.
Look at my legs; they're all wobbly.
Hey, I'm just kind of wobbling here.
You're gonna
Oh,
watch
here
Grease at
goes-
some point? We should do that. We should do
God,
it.
no.
We should do a
Oh, my
Grease
car,
day.
it's flying or something.
I
Is-
watched
what's
Grease
going
for the
on?
first time. I watched Grease for the first time several months ago and was like, these 35-year-olds are all high school students? Is this a... What?
I
What is-
love
the
that
50s
movie.
was a different time.
As was the 70s, apparently.
I have stories about
80s.
Greece. Oh my god.
Grease
I
lightning,
had a
came out in the
shouting
70s
argument
lightning.
with one of my high school teachers about that movie.
I can't sing that. I will get
Yeah,
copyright.
sorry. Shut up, Tom. Someone's asking for the time code. I've got 31 minutes, 36, 37, 38, 39,
I'm going to the
etc.
restroom real quick.
Is he about to chop off
Okay.
like half the tree?
He's actually going to light it on fire somehow.
I feel like this is going to
It's like
quickly turn
Seamus
into a
in Harry
horror
Potter.
movie.
Turn
Anyone
this
care
water
to
into
notice?
rum.
Me eyebrows have completely grown back.
Was that meant to be an Irish accent?
See.
It's meant to be a Seamus Finnegan accent.
Seamus
No.
Figures Finnegan.
He had an accent.
My favorite was still in Goblet of Fire when the head of Bo Battens comes in and he
Bat-
goes, "Blimey, that's one big woman."
That's one big woman. Ah, Professor Dumbledore.
Aw.
My horses, they only
That
drink single
was-
malt whiskey. Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi?
Mr.
He was
Karate
still
Man over
learning
here.
the script. Also, this movie's in 3D, right?
That's very nice.
Called a bonsai deer. Banzai tree.
Banzai. Don't worry, I'm still a cool guy.
Danny, I just realized, was there a part 2 in Japan? Because I think as a kid I watched that and never watched the original. Yeah, there's a Karate Kid 2 and 3, which are on YouTube here, but not the first one for some
They're both on
stupid reason.
Prime, I think, here in the UK.
It's true. Part 2 is
That
just
tree
more
is
of the same.
entirely like a different type of bonsai
That
trees
is-
and the
yeah,
rest of the
that's-
trees.
That's what some people
Yeah,
would
that's
call a
that's
prop.
his that's his bonsai tree for the guests.
Technically, all the ones they're interacting with are props.
Do I?
Did I?
These are the bonsai trees I give to white people.
These are the
Because they
ones
don't
that
know
I've
shit.
already fucked up on. This guy's
He
something
gave me the
knows.
nicest one.
He must have the hearts for you. Oh my god, Steph, you missed so much.
Oh my
There was
god!
a
Well,
bonsai tree.
Yeah.
can someone give me a time code because
Did you
apparently
pause?
if you take your headphones out, it stops the video.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
That's fun.
I've got 34, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Thank
30.
you.
I'm
Who
looking at
let
a
these
Jack
kids have
Lantern.
highly pressurized cans with helium in them?
Oh,
It was the 80s. It was a better time.
yeah, dude. Even when I was in primary school, they let us play with helium balloons. It was a good time.
That
When
used
I
to be
used-
part of my job was making balloon bouquets at a grocery store.
I used to the stationery shop I used to work in had like a sister store that was one of them was down the street, and every so often I would be told that you should go. Can you come in to do a shift down there instead? And they did balloons, but I had never been taught how to use the thing, so I'd be like, I'd have to call somebody else over and be like, "Can you go blow up some balloons for me, please?"
I accidentally popped one of those really big Mylar balloons once in the store, and like the entire store freaked out because it sounds like a gunshot.
And
Mm.
you live in America.
And I live in the United States where everyone immediately thinks that's what it is. 17-year-old me was not excited about that situation.
No,
Look at this giant. Oh, this is
I
a great
love how
costume.
they
Oh, I don't know
show-
who's decided to come as a shower, but I love it. Oh, that's Danny.
Oh,
isn't it?
my hero, my hero.
Katie, I would
It's
want
genius.
you to guess. What is
Yeah,
this movie?
I already.
Oh
Why is
my
this
god.
happening?
And I love that she's immediate. Like, that's Daniel.
The girl in the top hat over here
Oh,
is
is she Leia?
really killing it.
Is she Leia? No, she's got like a mask. I
No.
think they're just wearing like
She didn't really watch the movie that
Generic, yeah, it's just
much. She's only heard it.
Well, that's actually
This
like
is
it could-
kind of weird.
it's so weird.
that's the entire reason he made this costume. He's like, I'm gonna take this makeout
dude,
booth
her
with me.
hair is amazing.
Did you see the edge of the thing just come into frame, like where they've clearly pushed it aside?
No one said it was a well-made movie.
I
Is
love
she just
seeing
wearing a
these
scrunchie?
bits.
Also,
on her
how
ear?
quickly is this? Is time progressing? Like, I love that they're like, oh, we need to show that time's passing. Halloween party, yeah.
School
Months-
starts
how-
this is
how-
like 2
I
months
think-
into
I think-
school.
The biggest time jump so far has been between since the time when Miyagi gave him the tree and now Halloween,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years, and he's still in high school.
and he's still in high school and looks exactly the same.
It's crazy. He ages so well, or poorly, because he looks like a little boy.
I gotta say, in the clips I've seen of Cobra Kai, he looks almost the same.
Yeah, he's
Like,
clearly
obviously, he
more
looks
boyish
older,
here, but,
but
like, yeah.
So how many movies are there?
There are three movies.
I think there's
Yeah.
3 or 4.
There's 3
Okay.
movies. There's this, part 2, 3. The third one is without Mr. Miyagi, and Danny has to train someone new. And then in the
So
remake,
it's the same.
it's
So he's in all 3 movies.
yes.
Good on him.
And then the third one, or the remake, is Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith,
Yeah.
and it's not good.
Oh, that's right, there is a remake. Forgot about that.
I forgot that they did that.
And then Cobra Kai comes out, and there's 3 seasons.
See, I
But,
remember when
like-
that started. Wasn't it a YouTube?
Yeah, it was.
Red?
It
That
was a
was what I was gonna
YouTube
say.
Red original,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and no one
And
gave a
then-
shit until it came to Netflix, because no one's
It
going
was
to be
like,
like, "Who's
the
gonna
way
Who's-
everybody was suddenly like, "Wow, this Cobra Kai thing is so new and so cool." It's like this thing's been around for years.
It's
at
been
this point.
around for a couple of years.
So the Cobra Kai is a series though, based
Yes,
on the
Cobra
movie.
Kai is a
Okay.
series.
Where
It's
it's
yeah,
set
based on
them
the 2.
older.
Also, I want to point something out here.
Apparently, it's like the antagonist. So the blonde guy. I haven't watched it, but I read it as like that blonde guy, it's like him trying to, deal with the fact that he's an adult, but he still feels like a loser or something. Opens his own academy.
There's a great part in Cobra Kai where it's the first movie from his perspective, because Danny's actually an assoe. Like, look at this scene right now.
They're both
assholes.
kind of assholes.
But why did he do that?
Well, because he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
that's a
look
pretty
at this Spider-Man costume. So good.
nice. Look out! Here comes a shower.
I can't think about Karate Kid without thinking about the way that in How I Met Your Mother, Barney was so insistent that he wanted to meet the Karate Kid, and then he was like, "No, I want to meet fucking Johnny. He's the real Karate Kid."
What the fuck? He's just caused a
Why
massive
doesn't he
car
take
accident.
the thing off?
This kid's an asshole.
I mean,
Also, I wish I had like my bros who were like, we're dressing up as skeletons. We are matching.
Also, there was another Spider-Man there that was definitely different from the other guy, but still had the same shitty costume.
Pyro, so fight him back. Don't actively ruin a man's weed. Amazing. There's a fourth Karate Kid with Hilary Swank and Mr. Miyagi. What?
Oh, that's what it is.
As like super young Hilary Swank?
Also,
Man,
I
I'm
love that
gonna
the
watch
party
this.
was 20 feet away from where he lives.
These guys just have serious anger issues.
Well, they all
Yeah.
do karate. They want excuses to beat the shit out of other people.
At what point do they just decide to press charges?
Oh, it was the 80s. No one had pressed charges.
don't
Nah,
say-
They did
real men
karate.
don't go to the cops.
Excuse me,
It's also not written in the script.
If he went to the cops, there'd
The
be
enemy
no
deserves
pushback.
no mercy.
Oh, it's Batman. It's weird old Batman.
I mean, he's pretty fit and impressive. Oh, yes. Yes.
This music seems so weird in comparison to the rest
In the
of it.
nuts. In the nuts. The one with Jaden Smith is in China and they do kung fu, not karate.
Oh, so sorry.
I remember
That's a
that.
completely different movie.
I
then.
remember that when the movie
It
came
is.
out, and they
That's
were
the
like,
Kung Fu
they're not
Kid."
even doing karate.
And they do it on the Great Wall at some point because
It's
they
like-
could.
It's like Taken 4, but like no, she doesn't actually get taken in that one.
Wouldn't that
Taking
be
my
called Take
revenge.
Forkin?
To Forkin.
Yeah, taken, but the
Take
A
Forkin.
to
It's like
Falcon.
Thor.
The
The
four.
It's the four.
Or as I or 7 as I
Floor.
like to call it. So 7 and
Yes, I love when movies do that. Especially if it's like the second one.
Oh, that got me, Katie.
it's the fact that
It's the 7
they
7.
literally they stylize it as 7 and then the V in the middle is a 7, so it's a 7 and
So seven. Is that the one with the weird, like beanbag kids, babies, or is that 9?
No, 7 is the one with Brad Pitt, Morgan
I'm
Freeman,
like
and
trying to
Kevin
decide if
Spacey.
you're kidding.
What's
When
the,
it comes to movies, Tom's never kidding.
what's the weird one where it's all like beanbag babies,
I have no idea what you're talking
and it's
about.
called like
What?
9 or 7? Chat, help me out.
No. 7 is the movie with Brad Pitt and
No,
Morgan
this
Freeman
is
and they're
also
hunting a serial
called,
killer.
like 7 or like 9. It's just a number, and it's weird.
No idea what you're talking about.
Karate Kid.
There's a movie called, there was that musical film called 9 that was terrible. But I can't find a movie about Beanie Babies, and I wouldn't watch a movie about Beanie Babies.
Especially
I
if
like
they're
that
evil.
one
Mine's that.
band-aid was to now heal him.
Yeah, that's how band-aids work, don't you know?
Yep, just
see one.
Put the
general
band-aid on and you
injury.
kiss it better.
Put it over.
That's certainly how it works in Songbird.
and he does karate. He can have more than one hobby.
The film is called Nine, and it's just the number 9. Thank you, Leanne.
Tom Burton. Tom Burton. His name is Tom
Hi,
Burton now.
it's me, Tom Burton. Tim Burton's weird brother, but I'm just normal.
And
But
it's
with
because I'm
mustache.
normal that I am weird.
Yes. I'm the black sheep of the family.
It's such a small bowl for this. Like, all I can think is, like, every time you rinse that thing out, it's gonna drip everywhere.
I would happily just fish and do karate all day.
That's the anti-capitalist dream.
Sorry, I'm reading the plot of this Nine film.
Listen, I've never seen this movie. I've only seen the trailer for it multiple times because
Wow.
I've always been confused by it.
Wow.
I was gonna say, what point is he gonna start learning how to say his name properly?
The third
Miyagi.
movie. Mr. Miyagi. Every other day, but it feels like months. I can't tell in this movie.
I'm from New Jersey.
We don't have time in
Hey.
New Jersey.
I'm walking.
You want to know why? Because New Jersey sucks.
Oh, God.
Everything is legal in New Jersey.
It's true, and that's why it sucks. Oh, fucking Hamilton is good. Right, guys?
I feel like I'm
Remember that
missing all
Karate
the,
Kid reference in
important
Hamilton?
exposition.
Is there?
You're
Is-
going to have
is-
to rewatch it to find out.
I know the soundtrack very well. I just will need to know.
Or later rewatches Hamilton.
Well, there's a guy who runs through the back and goes, "Ha-cha-cha-cha."
Oh. There's about 1,000 West Wing references in Hamilton.
You
Yeah, that's because
mean
Lin-Manuel
because
Miranda
it's-
is a
Well,
fucking nerd.
Isn't it?
And it's also the U.S.
Wouldn't it
government.
No, I listened to a podcast episode on it, where Lynn basically, because he's such a big fan of the West Wing, there are like so many references in it that he wasn't even aware that he was putting in. Like, I'm looking for a mind at work. It's like a line taken directly out of the West Wing, and he had no idea.
Danny, we
Danny,
already
I'm
watched
yeah.
Hamilton.
We watched
That was, like, the
Hamilton last
third
year.
week.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, no, fourth, because we
You're right,
finished.
we
all three.
finished-
Wait,
We did the
Matrix
Matrix
1, 2, and 3,
trilogy.
and then we
Troy
watched-
made
and
made
then we
us
watched
sit down
Hamilton.
through the Matrix,
It was
and
really
I
for
said,
you.
"Now I'm going to make you sit down and watch Hamilton."
what kind of film do you like?
I think Danny needs a belt. He's just wearing sweatpants.
Danny needs a.
He's got one
armor.
leg that's
Danny needs a
halfway
lot
up
of
his leg.
things.
He's just. I hate that style where it's just like I'm going to roll up part of my pants, but not the other side.
That's what happens when I wear my pajamas.
Yeah. Are you going
But
outside?
those are pajamas.
You're
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
You're not actually
It
doing
works
karate.
like that. People do it when they're riding a bike, so their pant leg doesn't get stuck in the chain.
I haven't
Yes,
ridden a
which
bike
is
in so
understandable.
long.
But when you get off the bike, put it back down. I want to be the fashion police, but I'm not like citating people. I'm just giving them a solid sucker punch.
What if you do? Oh wow, okay.
And just like stop it.
You know,
He's
that
back
doesn't look
wearing
good on
like
you.
the 1,000
No.
different patterns again. And
What? I
colors.
thought this
What
was
is
the
happening?
Sucker
Same.
punch.
I thought this was the same night. Like, I literally thought it was 20 seconds after that scene that just happened.
Mr. Miyagi just doesn't give a shit.
So he's gone from.
Hey, I don't have a license. I don't either. I guess this is fine then. Also, I don't understand how this is the way that people seem to think that's how you drive a car. How did people end up doing that?
Look
Where
at
they go
all those
"Rrr," and then they
white
stop and then
blonde
they
boys.
rev way too hard. It's like I don't actually understand how they managed
Well,
to
it was
do
probably like manual.
that. Yeah, but I drive a manual car, and there's no you just
He's
it's not,
using
that's not how
both
it
feet.
works.
That's what he's doing.
That might be it.
So it's the day after Halloween. We've got a month and a half for this training.
This guy's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
60.
On your
Oh.
knuckles.
That's more than 50.
It's not
It's
even
not
like
just
the
going,
knuckles that
like,
makes it. It's the fact that
military.
you have to go on your. It's your wrists that it's
Yeah.
making me like. I have weak ass wrists.
I've done that before, and I was like, I can do 5.
I can't even do one push up.
Really?
No.
Oh yeah, this was like a year ago when I was fit and not quarantined.
I do 50
Right.
push-ups a day.
Fine.
50
I gotta do a
push-ups,
push-up.
50 sit-ups.
So I see
Most
you're not
exercise
allowed
I do is I go for a walk every so often.
I get sunlight.
Yeah, I take the dogs for a walk. I think you just killed a man.
Snap his neck. Very good. Get up.
Ugh.
Why does it look like everyone's just about to kiss? They're just
That's-
so
that-
close
that's
to each
the-
other.
It's
that's
just
the-
smoldering
It's,
masculinity.
yeah, I was gonna say
intensity.
that's the intense masculinity thing where they're like
And
we're
they're
just
all,
getting
like,
up in each other's
pouting.
faces, and it's actually that they're just really, really ready to make out with each other. That's the part of Fight Club.
I'm so straight I'll kiss you. Mr. Miyagi's dialogue is just too good.
Is this guy meant to be his dad,
No,
or is it just?
just a.
I'm just saying blonde and was like, I thought I'd ask a question.
Oh, you see blonde white people all the same, Katie? Okay then. All blonde white karate kids are the same. Now that's racist.
The silence. Just gonna
I don't have
mute
a snappy
Tom.
comeback for any of that. I don't.
But at least they're not from New Jersey. Boo!
Yes, sensei.
Give me a kiss on the cheek. Yes, sensei.
I will say it's no surprise that Johnny is the way he is if this is his fucking mentor.
I like it. Good job for you. We'll do it.
Or you could just be like, hey guys, maybe you should stop fighting. Don't do that to each other.
Johnny is trying to flex so hard with the two just flags. Just
They are all about to shit themselves right now.
See now,
just give a handshake.
that does make sense.
Back away slowly. Steal their trophies.
Dude at the
Turn
back
your
was
back on them.
laughing. He's not getting paid.
Oh, pull out. Yeah, walk right.
Yeah,
in
walk
the street.
backwards in track.
Oh, I know where that is. Haha. See, here's the thing, which I want. Mr. Miyagi's house is so nice for a guy who repairs stuff in an apartment.
God, that's a lot of nice cars.
You go and get your ass kicked. Man, this guy's a real Yoda.
Well, yeah, every good hero story needs like a wise old mentor
There's-
from a
I think
distant,
that's
faraway place.
actually I can't remember what the fucking term for it now is. It might be just the mentor. There's a character archetype.
Yeah, what's the archetype called? Is it the mentor?
I think it might be the mentor, but
'Cause
it
you've got,
somehow
like,
it doesn't.
the hero.
You have the hero, and then there's like oh god, I can't remember any of them off the top of my head now.
I know. I did a whole thing on this as well. I
No,
think it
what's
is just
up,
called a
Chance?
mentor. Chance. That's how I greet you now.
High pitch, just go.
The 8 character archetypes of
"What?"
the hero's journey are hero, mentor, we were correct, ally, herald, trickster, shapeshifter, guardian, and shadow.
I do
Oh
like the
god, I
Norse
feel like I'm
myth.
back at school. Yes. I'm actually looking forward to going back to uni because I'm doing some writing stuff this year. I just can't wait to sink my teeth into it again. Oh, Steph.
Did Steph die?
She's coming back.
I'm back.
Oh, she's back.
Everything's fine.
I was getting worried. The Sublime
3
shirt
whole seconds
disappeared.
without me.
Oh yeah,
We're mostly here. We're mostly concerned about the Sublime shirt.
mostly.
We have a month and a half.
I'm gonna make you a real fucking good karate player.
No pressure.
Has anyone
Everything's
ever
gonna be fine.
like movies like this with the whole mentor and the hero's journey thing? Like I've kind of always fantasized about this happening to me, like meeting some old wise person and then just like suddenly
Change
becoming
your life.
really good at a skill in the matter of 3 months.
Well, Grace, I have news for you. It's me.
What are you gonna teach me, Tom?
Excel spreadsheets. We're going to get real good
Wow.
at it.
We're gonna
together.
figure out functions. Oh,
We're
boy.
going to make it look pretty.
Oh, wax
That's
on,
where
wax
we're
off.
going to start.
Okay, I just need to
Excel up, Excel down, Excel up,
Oh, she's
Excel
gone.
down.
Wax on, wax off.
Okay, I'm back. For half a second, I couldn't remember what my picture was when I turned my video off, and I got really worried. I was like, "Oh God, I hope it's nothing embarrassing."
It was Sephiroth stabbing Mario.
It's just Sephiroth murdering Mario.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with your training. I just don't want to do it. So thanks, kid.
Oh, it's the wax on, wax off.
Yeah, it's cleaning a car. Wax
It's one of those classic phrases you grow up just knowing is from the Karate Kid, even though you, like me, never seen it until you're 28 years old.
Interesting. I guess for me, it's like RoboCop. It's like Dead or Alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah, that's not. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You always knew about wax on, wax off, even if you'd never seen the movie.
Have you guys ever seen Iron Giant?
Yes, I grew
Oh
up
my
with that
God,
movie. I love
years
that movie.
ago.
Great movie. Steph, you never seen Iron Giant?
No.
Oh
I
my
hear
But it
nothing
has-
but good things about it.
It has Harry Connick Jr. in it.
Oh, it's such a beautiful film.
Is that a selling point or?
I love Harry
Yeah.
Connick Jr.
I don't actually know anything about the cast of that movie because it's just one of those ones that
Vin
know.
Diesel is the Iron Giant.
I know. It's like I
And
really.
he goes,
I-
I am Superman, which is a
Oh,
line that everyone
no.
should know.
Superman. It's a really good movie. You should take the time to watch that at some point.
Oh, I've heard. I'll add it to my list, which seemingly never gets any smaller.
It's a Brad Bird
Yeah.
movie. Brad Bird being the director of
Ooh.
The Incredibles.
Yeah.
And Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Also true.
Don't know why I know that. It's just a random fact. I don't know.
I've never seen the
Oh,
first
God,
Mission
Hughes.
Impossible.
Neither have I.
Oh, we are watching that soon. Don't
I've
worry.
seen all of the Mission Impossible movies.
Hey, it's her. She hasn't been around in a while.
Jennifer. There isn't going to be a next time because I murdered him.
Snap.
Problem
How
solved.
fucking
Here's
look how
his
high
skull.
waisted his damn trousers are. They're like right up here. He's got a fucking cinched waist.
Well, he only walks like with very long paces. I like his friend's like, "Don't worry, I got your neck. I'll give you a nice massage."
I'm clearly like 2 or 3 seconds behind everybody else. So
Oh no.
it's like,
We won't try to spy you on anything. Oh
No,
my god,
it's
Danny
just
just
funny
got
'cause-
murdered.
this happened so fast.
Just all of a sudden, there's a predator. It's weird.
Algebra 2. Sorry, I was just
Is he
looking
gonna
at
tell the actual truth in which that he's going to fight him one more time?
It'll show up eventually. We'll do whatever.
There's no time for dating girls in the middle of your training, Daniel. What are you doing?
It's her MySpace page.
Also, is that meant to be a bruise on his lip, or has he just got like stuff on his face?
Who
knows?
It's just breakfast.
We've established that the character is kind of a mess. He doesn't understand patterns. He could just not care.
Here's me thinking it was going to go the other way around.
I like that he's got him by the forearm. It's like, don't. You're not going.
You're not going anywhere.
No options.
I love teaching kids about whatever it is I teach. I missed what he said.
Well, you
Oh, is
referred
this
to
where
them
the
as
white
Indians, but what he
kids
meant was
live?
Native Americans.
So we're now in Piedmont.
Oh no, that's where the girl lives. Oh shit.
Also, I love that his mom drove him.
I can't wait. I hope one day I get to drive my future son to a date. I can't wait to
This is
embarrass
very
the
different
shit
to
out of
the
him.
what's the word? Scene I watched the other day. I watched I, Tonya again yesterday.
Oh, what a great movie.
It's a great movie, but the scene in which she goes on her first date with Jim and her mum's there, and then she's just like asking all these questions, and she goes, "You two fuck yet?"
And they're like
She's-
15.
Yeah. Well, she's awful, but Alison Janney is my hero. So
That'll be me.
Why is he wearing bowling
don't
shoes?
be Leva.
Is that David Hasselhoff?
No.
Is that
No.
Just an
Mrs.
old guy.
Hasselhoff?
Solid plan.
There's 3 different tenses there.
Sonora.
Wish you were gonna have that fixed. Wow. Oh my god, that's me.
Hi.
That is
The
so
mom
me.
wave. Hi.
Oh, he's from the wrong side of town.
He's from the other side of the tracks.
Mm-mm.
If I was ever going to like drive my kids around on a
Oh,
date,
she's gonna drive them both. I thought she was just dropping them off.
Oh, no.
Well, they're all in the front seat.
Why are they all in the front seat? This is
it was the days
amazing.
without seatbelts. It was great.
Here, sit next to my mom.
Amazing.
I don't know what that
I
means.
love this. Yeah, I never learned to drive a manual.
So this is what happens.
Everybody in the UK learns to drive a manual, right? But no idea what the fuck pop it means.
Oh no, they have
Well,
to
you're,
do
you're
this.
kicking it into first gear. You
That's
need-
amazing.
You need a little bit of movement to get the engine going. Back in the good old days.
I've had to do that. Like, I think like one of our family cars when I was younger was a manual, but by the time I learned how to drive, like everyone in my family had automatic, so I never needed to learn how to drive manual.
I worked with a guy for a little while, and we were talking about like learning to drive and like doing driving tests and whatnot. Most of us who we were talking were like
they at the
took
water
a
park?
couple of goes to pass our test, and he was like, "I passed first time," and then it turns out that he drives an automatic, and it's like, "Well, that's wild. Dick. You barely have to do anything."
So here is a sad part about moving to LA right now. There's so many cool places like this where it's like mini golf courses, arcades, just like kind of everywhere, and you can
Oh,
find
I'd
them.
love to do all of that.
But you can't go to any of them.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
going places?
Remember doing things?
I was just in bed
Outside
the other night, and it's like I would kill to go
people.
mini golfing right now.
I miss doing things with people I don't live with.
Yeah,
I like the people I live with a lot, but I'm just kind of tired of it.
I would like to just do something instead of like what movie
Just
are we watching
move
tonight.
here, guys. Everyone move here.
Oh, photo booths.
Oh,
That
What
is
a
very
cute.
great bygone era.
I've never been mini golfing. It looks like fun.
Mini golfing is a great time.
There's a great place here called Holy Moly, and it's an upstairs mini golf
She
place
gonna
that's
do that
also
thing
a
where she
bar and a
tears off
pizza
one of
place.
them and gives him the other two?
No, she's gonna keep them all.
Yeah.
Who is that?
It's her boyfriend. She has great timing. Is this his Spider-Man origin story?
I'm just suddenly
needs a
realizing
car.
that Elizabeth Shue looks really familiar, and I'm trying to figure out what I know her from. So,
Back to the Future 2
oh,
and
it's
3.
the boys.
Oh, is she in The Boys?
She's
That's a
she's
show I
still
need
well.
to catch up on.
Yeah,
And by catch up on,
Oh.
I mean start watching.
it took me a while, but I got there in the end, and you know what? It was worth it.
Especially now that my boy Jensen Ackles is going to be in season 3.
That's why my mum is talking about watching it, and I'm like, I don't know how much enjoyment you're going to get out of it. It is incredibly violent.
Oh, I can't wait to see him actually be in a good TV show.
Cough, cough.
Isn't
We've
he in
had some
Supernatural?
fighting
words.
words.
Fine.
Yes, that's
Which is a
that's
trash
the point.
TV show.
That's the point, Tom. Well done.
If you want to
Sorry,
hear our
I just
previous
like to spell
conversation on
things
this
out.
topic, watch Lily and
Watch our
Katie's
episode
film
of-
podcast in which we have a lengthy discussion about Supernatural.
Myself and Lily have had multiple lengthy discussions within the podcast about Supernatural.
I think all CW shows are trash. They have good highs, but they're mostly just trash.
They all
But
start
they're
with a
meant to be-
decent premise.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like they're teen shows.
Oh, Steph's gone again.
Hey, I'm just going to be racist for a bit.
That's more or less what this movie
Right.
is.
Closing my window, it got very cold all of a sudden. Why did it stop?
It's kind of like what he was doing before, but now it's a different thing.
Now we're sanding a deck instead.
Can't wait for
Full
when he actually gets to punch somebody in the face, huh?
That's next movie.
Yeah, he gets there.
There
and
is
he's
no
just
other
like,
fighting in this film.
It's just
I
training.
know karate.
I would love like a Rocky movie where it's only training and you never get to the actual fight.
The movie ends with them arriving at the fight.
And then the next movie starts after the fight. and it's
Everybody
like,
would be
you don't want to
so
watch
angry.
that.
No, it's just a 2.5 hour fight.
Well, didn't
the
the
next
first
movie.
Rocky movie end with him losing?
I've never
I don't
seen
know. I've
any
never
of the
seen
Rocky
any of the Rocky
movies.
movies.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I feel like it's a good thing that Troy's not here.
Rocky 4 is a great movie.
Isn't there
This
like
movie would
17
stop
of them?
immediately.
There's 5. 7, technically.
I bought my mom both the Creed movies and like a little box set because she loves Michael B. Jordan.
Mm.
Like
Fair
she
enough.
saw them both in the cinema, but I was like, she will enjoy this. You can tell he's been working hard because they've spritzed him with what looks like glitter.
Hmm. And his shirt is completely dry.
And that Band-Aid's still on his face somehow. It's been 2 months. Or 2 days. I can't tell anymore.
Strange the passing of
7
time.
years.
It was winter 2 days ago. Now summer. Los Angeles is a strange place.
Los Angeles,
Yeah,
where
wouldn't it be
seasons
like near
don't
Christmas
exist.
time? They've had Halloween.
And now they have chopstick practice.
Hey, he's actually wearing a normal outfit today.
It's a good shot.
And Mr. Miyagi has not changed.
Ever.
No, he's been wearing the same outfit
like-
the whole time.
He
It's like
smells
in Hades,
so
where he just
bad.
keeps, like,
Well, all the
burning his
costume
grapes.
budget went on Danny.
And his multiple weird shirts.
Imagine being a kid and actually, having that many outfits that you wear.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like when
they-
you're a kid, you only have really one outfit.
Or like when you're a teenager, you have like a stupid amount of clothes, but you only ever wear the same like 3 shirts.
Yeah, but you have a look. I constantly go through that. For
Yeah.
a while, it's Hawaiian shirts. It's always Hawaiian shirts, actually.
I'm an adult and I wonder, am I put together enough to have a look? I don't think I've ever been.
I just like shirts and jeans.
Well, I feel like
Yeah,
2020
that's a good
just
look.
ruined everyone's style because it just became, I'm going to wear
But
track pants and jumpers all year. He just caught a fucking fly with chopsticks.
Also, that fly just moved from the middle of those chopsticks to the end of those chopsticks.
yes, it did. Why is he mad about it?
Because
Danny
he
wears the
didn't
same
do it.
4 hoodies every day. You
Why
wear
would
4
you go
hoodies a
through 4
day?
hoodies a day?
4 separate hoodies or all at the same
She
time?
has her,
wearing
her
them?
morning
Are you
hoodie,
going through,
her
like-
morning tea hoodie, her lunchtime hoodie, and then her dinner hoodie. Sorry,
That's
Danny.
too
it's just-
many hoodies. I just want the day where we're all cartoon
Well, I
characters
do have-
and we have one set outfit.
I have like a going out. I have a leaving the house hoodie where I'm like, this is the one that's kind of nice enough and acceptable enough to wear outdoors. And then all the other ones are like, no, I can't leave the house wearing this hoodie because I've owned it for 7 years.
Oh, well, that's this hoodie. Where
Or in my Schitt's Creek
I've
hoodie
owned it for
now,
like
where this
6
is a hoodie,
years.
this is just a jumper. But this, I spend way too much money on this, but this is official Schitt's Creek merch.
Nice.
One of the best things I've ever bought. Such a good jumper.
Speaking of merch, I bought this for Christmas, and now Inside
I was
Gaming
gonna say
isn't
you've
the
got a
thing
bit of
anymore.
a. I was like, you've got a bit of a theme going on, Tom.
Uh-oh.
It's just things that I grabbed off my floor. That's my theme.
That's your style.
It's your look.
My
What's
look.
your style, Tom?
Is the mustache.
Things that were on the floor.
I
Somebody
think I
gets
just
me.
look good in general.
Schitt's Creek is the best. You're
As long as
absolutely
I
correct.
True.
don't wear patterns.
Just don't start down that slippery slope of patterns, and you won't have to deal with it.
Right?
Listen, you can wear patterns. Just stick to one pattern, and everything else should be plain. Don't mix your patterns.
Like a good flannel. That
Flannel goes with everything.
flannel does go with anything.
That is
Especially if
awesome.
you have my look.
I want that garden. You ever been to a proper Japanese garden?
Yeah,
but they
that's
sound
nice.
awesome.
There's a place in one of the city parklands. They've set up a whole, like, you go in. It's a proper Japanese gardens, and you can just go in there and sit. Oh, it's great.
Pardon me.
We have a Japanese Zen garden in San Francisco, which is pretty awesome. You have to pay to get in, which there's surprisingly a lot of people in there, which kind of ruins the tranquil vibe. But
Wow, so tranquil. I love it.
there's a million
So
people
peaceful
in.
here.
There's one at the MFA in Boston, which was just like in the back of the museum. So like you knew where it
Look,
was.
he's
but
got a
you
new
were like,
shirt.
Oh, he looks great.
You own another shirt?
Wait,
Oh
I just
my
wanna-
god, he's my hero.
I like his sassy pose. Just like, oh, I gotta do more.
No, he's not. Man.
But it's the
Well,
combination of the shirt and the hat. Like, that's just the best This is a long movie. I just realized.
I like that he's just yelling up.
Dude, his shoulder would be cramping so hard right now.
You can't switch hands at any point. That's not allowed.
No, he switched hands a couple of times.
He just has to keep the movement.
Really, the color coordination with this boy. That is not a color he should be wearing.
Also, wear a belt.
Wonder how many kids just generally in the population took up karate after these movies came out.
No up, down. Go side, side.
Paint house.
Yeah, I really just didn't want to hire a landscaper, so
Ugh, I'm gonna angrily flip with a paintbrush.
And look cool doing it.
He kind of looks like he should be in West Side Story at the same time.
Oh, now that's a movie.
Actually, I haven't seen West Side Story.
Really? Oh, that's great.
Probably my favorite musical.
I'm definitely a Jet.
When you're a jet, you're a jet all the way. I love
my
that so
roommate,
much.
my roommate and I watched
Best
Anchorman
time
last
day.
night, and there's a surprising number of West Side Story references in it.
Or would it be Romeo and Juliet references?
Yeah,
or
technically it's-
Shakespeare.
Technically, it's all Shakespeare.
Technically, everything's Shakespeare or whatever.
Technically, it's all Shakespeare.
I mean, just pop culture.
Okay, here's the great part of the movie. When he realizes what he's been doing. Manual labor. I do this sometimes, and I know it doesn't do anything. But just go.
He's a wizard. I knew it.
That's what the mentor tends to be slightly magic.
Ah, Merlin.
He can't tell you everything off the bat, then he would lose some of his.
Then they don't.
mysticism.
The protagonist doesn't learn anything that way.
I think my favorite example of like the mentor or like that kind of mystical is in 17 again, which is an excellent movie. And I would recommend to everybody.
I'm gonna say I watched it for the first time before Christmas. It was just on TV and Mum was watching it, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna watch it. And I was like, this is
So
actually
good.
really funny.
It's such a good movie. And Zac Efron does an amazing job of like embodying Matthew Perry.
Guys, this is the only time I will ever say this. But this is a great scene and focus on it.
Okay, sorry, Tom. Sorry.
I know we're supposed to be talking over it and doing commentary.
But I feel like, yeah, I also feel
but
like
Steph
this
needs
is
to
the,
watch this.
this is the culmination of the whole movie.
It's the culmination of all of his yard work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is what I want in life. Just
Well,
the
go paint your house
realization
then,
that's
Tom.
like, oh, I'm good at something.
The yelling really hammers it home.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's how you karate. So r/movie details. This is karate.
Thank you.
Oh,
I know kung fu.
I know kung fu.
whoa!
Show me.
He could, you
Now
know, go back
kiss.
and actually finish painting the house because he did leave like a whole, like, empty spot.
Now I'm like mentally trying to do it, be like, okay, yeah, I can actually see that. I've never known how it actually fit in with the karate itself. Pyro, he was late on that first strike.
He's still learning, Pyro. Give him a chance.
That was such a
We've
change
got
of
jump.
scenery.
we've got another 45 minutes of the movie, so
Yeah.
Now
What
it's
is this,
Jaws.
a period drama?
Shark just comes out of the water and eats him.
And he
That's the end
fights
of
him, and he goes, "Paint the fence."
This really does have elements of like every single 80s movie ever. Is this the 80s montage now?
Close.
Why is
Gonna need a montage.
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 I would love for it to pan to see the full orchestra.
No, it's one guy with a cassette player, just like, now? Okay.
Holding it up.
can't imagine that the
Are you not
ocean
also
in
getting
California
it?
is that cold.
It
Depends on where you are.
Yeah.
In San Francisco, it's freezing.
Well, sure, I'm thinking
In
more
LA, it's pretty
LA.
cold as well.
But
Depending on what
you've
time
never
of
been.
year.
A
You've
completely
never been to an
empty
ocean
beach.
in England.
Is
Shit's
that
cold.
true? I have.
Have you been in the ocean?
Yeah.
It's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
Where?
Just
I've-
anywhere in England.
I was super young, and I went with my friends from
It's the-
England.
This is the body
Brighton?
surfing section of the training.
Yeah, balance.
You
Have you
said
ever
you
tried
had
to hold your
balance.
balance in the water?
It's Beauregard.
Oh,
Sea legs
there's
are a
that
thing.
classic image.
And the surfer.
That one guy.
Yeah, that one guy who didn't know they were
He was-
filming a movie, and everyone's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Crane strike.
Yeah, all I can see is Bo.
Crane strike.
Yeah,
I want to find someone doing that on the beach.
you
do
should be
not
that
have-
someone doing
I
it.
do
Yeah,
not have the
you
balance.
can. Well, that's how you get the balance.
I can
Tom,
barely
is by
walk
doing...
on my two legs.
That is a big old towel. Look at that thing.
Oh, that looks so warm.
Looks so cozy.
I had to do a balance test at the chiropractor last week, and walk in a straight line, put your heels to your toes, like your feet in front of each other.
Were they
And
testing
it
your-
was it was basically a sobriety test.
Okay, good.
And so we're doing that. And then he was like, "Okay, good. Now do it with your eyes closed." I took one step and I almost fell over. And I was like, "Oh, that's embarrassing." And he's like, "Don't worry, everyone fucks that up the first time." Because it's like you're suddenly with your eyes closed, your brain's like, "What is happening?" And then
Where
you
am
start
I?
psyching yourself out.
It's really
I don't.
interesting how
I don't know about
the-
that.
you as you get older, your sense of proprioception just completely gets fucked essentially.
Wild.
So as a kid, you would be able to probably do that really easily, but it's like if you ask somebody to like
Did no one get that line?
hop in one place
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
with your eyes closed, you probably wouldn't be able to stay in the same area.
Yeah.
Miyagi just went. I
I
did
saw
that
him-
first time. Also, I know for a fact if getting out of bed, I could probably find my bathroom with my eyes closed.
That's
Yeah,
different.
but if
walking
someone
to
asks you to
multiple
walk in a
walls.
straight line
Oh,
with your eyes closed, it's surprisingly difficult if it's not something you're accustomed to doing.
do you guys not have magnets in your head? I always know where
Somebody put
magnetic
magnets
north
Oh,
in
are
is.
we supposed to? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got it when I was a baby. It's part of the religion that I'm part of.
Scientology?
Buddhism.
Every now
Those
and then I
coins.
just remember you've got that filter on because it like just blends in enough.
Yeah,
that I
it
can tell,
it
and then I'm
really
like,
has just become a part of your face at this point.
It's definitely lopsided.
But like every now and then when you
Hmm.
just tilt your head, I'm like, oh yeah, he doesn't actually have that mustache.
I wish it was bigger and bushier. Now here's an outfit.
Look at those jean shorts.
Jean shorts.
Please tell me they brought a towel.
This is incredibly hard to do.
No scare fish.
This kid is he needs to eat a sandwich.
I know he's so skinny.
Nah, real men don't eat. They just smoke and drink beer.
The
No
beer would
wonder-
probably put a bit of weight on him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's that low carb beer.
Diet.
Ugh. Then why even bother drinking beer?
Exactly. If it doesn't make you fat, what's the point?
What's the point in drinking beer anyway? I just
It's
think it
no
tastes like
fun.
garbage.
Katie,
I'm just not a fan of beer.
I agree with you. This is a whiskey house. Whiskey.
Or as I like to call it, vegan eggnog. It's just whiskey.
That's
Yep.
a great name for a band.
Vegan eggnog.
Yeah. It's gonna be our band, guys.
I'll play the whiskey.
We play show tunes.
Oh, it's
gonna-
so shallow.
Oh, and
He
he's
can
wearing
stand.
denim. Oh no. You ever gotten like fully wet while you're wearing jeans?
You ever
Those
laugh
jeans
so
become
hard?
part of your body. You cannot get them off.
You ever laugh so hard?
I
that
fell
you
into
go,
my friend's pool once wearing jeans, and I was like, no.
Sounds awful.
I usually go swimming with my jean jacket on.
It's a terrible idea. It's the first thing they tell you in like if you're in swimming with clothes on, you should take off coats and stuff because they will suck in water and pull you under the ground underneath.
Hmm.
There's a little bit of a health and
Survival
safety
tip.
survival
Okay.
tip. That's the one.
Thank you, Bear Grylls.
You're welcome.
That boy from Recido.
What event are they at?
The dance, a
The
sock
rich
bop.
white people
With
event.
all of their parents?
I'm just saying.
I think
know
she said
that-
a country club thing, so
It doesn't surprise me.
we called them jorts back in the day. Oh, jean shorts.
So he's
It's
matching.
George season.
Oh yeah, it's a country club. So rich
Also,
white people place.
I don't have any sympathy for of Johnny just because of his attitude towards her.
And I have no sympathy towards him at all.
I don't think we're supposed to. Nobody.
Like
but,
he's
like-
clearly got daddy issues
Yes.
and anger issues, but
I mean, it's
like
if you treated your this poor girl a little nicer.
it's the dinner dance from The Shining. Probably Jack Nicholson's going to show up any minute. Oh, can we
Here's
watch
Danny.
that? I love that movie.
Also,
I've
just the
never
way
seen
that they've like
See, look now.
like that. Not
Nah.
okay.
Dick.
I think that's what people call snogging, right? Oh no!
Oh,
so much
that's why they had them all in
spaghetti.
white.
Oh yes, everyone's going to stare and laugh at him.
Normally not how that works.
Not a girl.
Yes, yes. Let's go shoot.
And no one goes chasing after her.
In the series,
saw
they
my daughter
redeem
slap a
Johnny.
man-
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Well, it's from the other side.
That's why I'm now a lot more interested in watching the series because I know a lot of it is from Johnny's point of view, and they kind of
But like EJ
But
is pointing
still.
out that they kind of redeem him, and I would be interested in seeing that. Which is
yeah. I'd be interested in seeing that too because right now I'm like,
I see
murder that
potential
kid.
in somebody in him. He's not an irredeemable character.
oh no,
Like
he's just a dickhead teenager.
I could go for some sake right now.
Oh, this just makes me sad.
Mm.
My friends and I were gonna go to Japan.
Hmm.
I was going to go to Disney World.
Ugh.
I was going to go to Amsterdam.
Steph, where were you going to go?
It was Japan for a hot second. We were considering making
Mm.
plans.
One of my best mates actually managed to do a 2-week trip in Japan last January. Like they had the best luck in the world because
It was right before.
They were like a day ahead of every single lockdown. Like they went to Tokyo Disneyland like 2 days before it shut down. They flew home like a week before all the flights stopped. Like, oh,
That happened to my friend, well, my roommate actually, when she visited me in college when I was here. She got here and we were able to go to like theme parks and whatnot. And when she was going back was when like people start wearing masks and things were starting to shut down. It was like in that 10 or 5 day period where things are just like, okay, we're closing.
Yeah. Remember when we thought this was only going to be a month or two? That was
Yeah.
cute.
I was that asshole who was kind of like, this will blow over, it'll be fine.
No, I thought the same thing. I went home thinking I'd be home for a week, and I left everything in LA. And then I didn't come back here for months.
Yeah,
I definitely had that
when we
moment
got put
as
on
well.
furlough, I was like, 6 weeks, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it was last
6 weeks, that's a
March.
vacation.
I was, yeah. Last March, I was like, oh, look, everyone's probably got COVID already. We'll all get it. And then it will be a couple of months and we'll be
Nope,
fine.
It took me
Oh
till
my God.
2 weeks ago to finally get COVID.
Oh, buddy.
Are you sure that is actually what it was?
Yes.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
I was seriously worried. Like Troy and I were like, there were 2 days where we were like, is he alive?
It's okay. What's the worst that would happen?
Death.
I mean, for Relator, you guys could find a new me so fast.
Tom, I like to think you're irreplaceable.
You're right. Who else could
I'm
pull
just
off
throwing
this
that out there.
mustache?
I can't
Exactly.
do that. Oh God, I feel like we're missing some very important character development.
We have
Some
been.
backstory.
Is he wearing an army shirt?
He's wearing his army uniform because he's
So he
grieving for
fought
his
in
wife. The Korean War.
the Korean War. I was like, hang on, it's the 80s, so which war would he have fought in?
It's going to explain right now.
World War II or Korea? Oh no, you just said.
I think it was
to do
Korean
with
War.
Japanese internment camps right there. He's asleep.
Oh, thank God! I was about to say he's about to break his neck.
It was very, very calm of him the way he managed to like cradle his head down to the.
So that
Sergeant uniform. World. Okay, we've got people saying Vietnam. We've got people saying World War II. Drunk Mr.
He's a
Miyagi is
war
like
hero.
drunk Vision, but better.
that's actually the medal.
If you've seen One Division, you get that joke.
Haven't watched it yet.
the medal in this
Watched it
shot
last
is a
night.
real medal, and
Okay, this is not going to
famed
become a
director
One Division
Josh
podcast,
Flanagan
but
has the same medal.
he
Also, I'm
just
just
said
saying
about
you should really push him onto his side a bit more so that he doesn't end up choking on anything.
he just said about killing Germans. Oh, okay. Thanks, Pyro. We're talking way too much to get what's going on.
Oh, he's reading it right now.
That's a reason to drink.
Wait,
Yeah.
so does he not know how to read?
What?
He had to read slowly for the audience.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's exposition prop work right there. Can't just look through somebody's stuff like that.
Well,
know
he's
he's
doing
really-
it.
He's drunk.
He's not drunk.
Yeah, but if they're super interesting, ow, sorry.
Did you apologize
Also, if
to
you
his
are gonna,
desk?
No, I apologize to everyone for the noise because I thought it was really loud.
At least
I'm
he
just
didn't
saying,
drink
if
her
you
mic. That makes
if
me
you're gonna
angry.
look through
I also
somebody's
tend to
stuff, you
just
could be a little
apologize
bit
if I
more
know
like,
something.
you know.
Look, if there's
subtle
just an
about it.
open box with someone's war medals in there, I'm gonna have a look.
If
Yeah,
there's
but you
just an
wouldn't be
open
like, I'm
box,
just gonna
I'm
pull
looking.
everything out and make it so it's really obvious. I just looked through all your shit.
Huh. Oh no, I'd put
Meanwhile-
everything back so it doesn't look like I've looked through it. But if it's
He
out
definitely
there
didn't do that.
and it's not hidden,
I
I'ma
don't know
look
your
through it,
tragic backstory. Me? No, I don't.
Guys, I
I
think
never
we're-
read that note.
I don't think anyone's really paying attention. He still has spaghetti down his pants.
I
know,
am
just-
paying.
Oh,
A lot of spaghetti.
Gross.
Well, it could just look like he looks like he's just violently murdered someone. So
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Violently murder somebody who has orange blood.
Oh no, not Grimace.
Grimace is purple.
He has orange blood.
How do you know that?
Hey, Karate Kid.
Are you thinking of Gritty?
Yeah, that guy.
Gritty.
There's a classic
He's
shot.
not hit anybody yet.
Yeah.
Because he's not teaching him to hit. He's teaching
Sure,
him to.
but like he's going to get into a fight.
He's just learning how to like blend fruit.
Yeah, we need to learn some offense at some point.
A little bit.
At least his karate's better than the cheerleading.
I don't know. I kind of wish he did some cheerleading as well.
Oh, they're playing baseball.
Ah, look, they're doing the punching. They're doing a 1-inch punch first.
Wonder how accurate this karate method is. I'm gonna go on YouTube and type and look for like
Is this karate
actual
good?
karate teachers react to the Karate Kid or something.
Put whole body into it.
I mean, there's different types of karate
Oh yeah.
techniques.
Well, different methods and techniques.
Like this punching technique is true.
I will say, if you've never done any kind of boxing, martial arts, self-defense, I cannot recommend it enough. I love boxing. It's so
Me
much
too.
fun.
What is going on with his
Gotta keep
feet?
your feet up.
I asked my parents if I could take self-defense classes when I was in high school, and they said no, and that I should just not leave home instead.
I mean, that's one way of doing it.
That is one way of doing it.
My
I mean,
parents
there
gave
is
me a big
an
stick.
entire conversation we could have about girls wanting to learn self-defense in high school and why, but
Right. We won't go into that today.
we don't have enough time.
But like,
Where
how about you
is-
just
But
never
just
leave the
generally-
house? And it's like
Just
ah.
generally learn some
I-
kind of good
I
offensive, defensive techniques. It's just, and it really is very empowering and just like,
He's
oh my
wearing the
gosh,
shirt
breath
again.
kick.
didn't do the thing where
Yay!
you asked to do that sort of thing. I just naturally decided I just won't go outside.
Has he not made any friends?
He has a he.
Also,
has his
he's
lady
not
friend.
planning his birthday with, his
His
mother.
mother.
This is so wholesome.
It is very cute.
Also, he's finally wearing like a nice outfit.
He's went to a birthday meal and they dressed up.
He looks better than when he went to go hang out with his girlfriend.
Oh, Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
I love you, Mr. Miyagi. They will always be together. That's actually gorgeous.
Oh, a real kimono dragon.
Oh.
So I will take it back. Thank you.
Oh,
glad you
really?
understand.
Oh,
Thanks.
now that I've thought about it,
It's like, I got you the steak dinner for your birthday. Can I have some?
But you're gonna have to pay for it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, cake looks good. I want cake so bad.
Daisy, where are you?
yeah,
we need
I'm
cake.
sure. I'm
I-
sure Daisy can help us.
I can't believe he put that thing on and then proceeded to start eating the cake.
I know. He doesn't have a good history of not getting food on himself.
Wait, something just fell out of his wallet.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They did do that, Katie.
Except
Wow.
they cut that instead of like tore it.
Oh yeah, she always has scissors in her pocket, I guess.
It's like that bit
Speaking
in
of self-defense.
it's that bit in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Jake's like, "What? You
You
don't
don't
have like
carry
a
around a
hairdryer in a
hairdryer?"
press?" It's like, what do you think women are? And then she kind
And then they call her Gina, and it's like, of course, what am I, a
I'm not
monster?
an animal.
Ah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine's great. High five.
Wait, where
Tom's like there for me. So
Tom's there? Oh God.
are we doing that thing, that play watch listen thing, where they start pointing in directions where everybody?
No, we are not comparing it to a different thing. This is where everyone is. I'm right here. To my this way is Steph. Under
Oh.
me is Grace.
Wow.
Diagonal from me is Katie.
No, you're there, Tom. Grace.
Well,
is there.
technically, Tom's the
Steph is
one
over there.
streaming, so Tom would
So
be the
therefore I am
correct one.
correct, and no one else is.
This is Tom. I'm top right. Tom's top left. Katie's bottom right, and Steph's bottom left for me.
And we're the
I just
trading
have-
Just
I'm
give him a
like-
car?
I've put everything into split screen, so we're all in a column.
Yeah,
That's smart.
Oh, dog tags. That jacket looks like if you put a match to it, it would go up in a second.
It kind of looks the opposite to me. It looks like one of those
Highly
blankets you would
flammable.
put over yourself in a
did he-
fire so you don't get burnt.
Did he seriously just give him a car?
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
So-
How old is he even turning?
This is a hell of
16,
a, like,
17?
friendship.
He's just so young and
wonder
doesn't
if
deserve a
the-
car.
I wonder if it's like.
Wasn't that? Didn't he show him his new driver's license? Wasn't that the?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
it looked
just
like he got it from like it was a little
It does
piece
look
of
like
paper.
he just had like a little piece of paper. It's like, this is my license.
I drew it with crayon.
So what? He's just turned 16 then, if he's got his
Let's
driver's
find out, shall we?
license.
In Los Angeles, it's actually
correct.
22.
Thank you, Lou. Yeah.
Kid. No, it's okay, 16.
And then in Australia, it's who gives a shit? If you can drive, you can drive. I'm kidding. We have a legal age in Australia.
What is the legal age in Australia?
In 1984, 17-year-old Daniel LaRusso. That's what Wikipedia says.
17.
So I imagine he must be turning 18 here.
18 then. Well, in Australia, you can get your learner's permit at 16, but then you have like 3 stages before you can get your full license. So it's like learners
Yeah.
and then provisional 1, provisional 2, and then you go for but you have to have it for a certain amount of time, etc. But legal drinking age is 18.
Yeah.
Um,
Wikipedia says on Daniel's 18th birthday, Miyagi presents him with a karate gi and the tournament and one of his own cars as a birthday gift.
Banzai!
Banzai!
Crashes car.
It does look like he's about to
Pizza
start
and
singing Grease
stuff.
Lightning.
Guys,
I
can we
think
go
it's
to
like
pizza
so
and
much
stuff?
car.
I want to get pizza.
I had
and
pizza
other
already today.
stuff. Like wings and stuff. It's like Bed Bath and Beyond. Like I want to know what's in the Beyond. Sex appeal.
What if I just type in how old is Danny LaRusso in the graphic?
Oh.
I'm busy playing
we-
Pac-Man. Leave me alone.
Also,
A lot of concentration involved with Pac-Man.
sorry, why is she mad at him?
I was also wondering the same thing.
No, because I think he was supposed to pick her up
but
or
the other
something.
dude
Isn't that
snogged
why
her.
he said at his birthday dinner he was like, "Oh man, I was supposed to." So I think he stood her up accidentally because it was his birthday or something.
I liked you. He's a dick. Just go out with her. She's talking to you.
Dude, she's awesome. That she's like, like I'm in this movie for 2 minutes and I'm gonna.
I have the
nail
best lines.
She did pretty well. That was good. So maybe he was being a dick to her because he thought that they were back together. I
He's
kind of
just
missed
a
The way the
why
dick.
she-
Wikipedia put it is that he apparently, sorry, EJ has put it in the chat, is that she's mad because she thinks that she's just a rich girl.
Oh, okay.
You
Could
want to
you stop
kiss,
just
make up,
watching
and go down
all-
the slide?
I'm
She's
gonna
like,
go
leave me
pout
alone.
and
I'm
watch
watching
the
all
water
these shirtless
slides.
men.
Wow, that turned around fast, I guess.
We didn't need to talk it out or give either side of the story.
I just needed to watch a few shirtless dudes, and then I felt better.
Oh,
That's kind of cute.
And we'll go on the water slides. My favorite things to do.
first kiss.
Oh damn, that's some
Oh
help.
wow,
that is some kissing.
that is
Oh.
an open mouth kiss.
He does not know how to
From-
kiss.
They do not know.
I was gonna say that was just a couple of people who
That was just open,
shared the
open
void between their mouths.
Yeah, they were drowning and they needed to share some oxygen.
They had two.
It wasn't
strings
even.
tied to
It
their
wasn't
heads
even
and someone just
scripted. They
pulled
were
them.
like, "Let's try that."
But yeah, they are two kids who did not know how to kiss.
Does she know how to drive?
Yeah,
You just got this car.
I don't think he knows how to drive either. Everyone is just kind of irresponsible.
Well, she drove the mom's car earlier to get it started,
Yeah.
so it's been established that she knows how to drive a stick.
That's true. It's amazing how he managed to get to black belt without going through any of the other belts.
He's like, oh, why does that matter?
Just graduated immediately.
Oh shit!
Nice sleight of hand.
Miyagi
also,
is
it's a good thing the black belt
smooth.
was right there.
Yeah, this one kid who's been practicing his
like,
whole
putting it-
life is like, I don't know what happened. Where's my black belt?
Who's this guy? Well. What's going on?
You can tell they're the bad guys because they're in black. They all match.
Also, where are these guys' sleeves? Come on, guys.
I was an extra in Mad Max Thunderdome, and I don't know how to do anything else.
I wear only a bandolier.
Been
Dutch.
bleaching my hair since I was 9.
I
I
don't
kind
know
of
my
eyebrow
real
his
color
hair is
anymore.
like just kind of on his head and like completely pulled in
Yeah.
front of his like forehead. Like it wouldn't be a terrible haircut if they just kind of let him take his hand and kind of ruffle it through,
Mhm.
just let it sit like normally.
Buddha provide. Amazing.
Also, apparently she knows how to tie a belt.
I want a shirt that says just official.
Official.
I
Official what?
am official.
I am official.
That's
Look
the
how
mystery.
many people are here.
What are the
I want to
rules
be invited
here?
to a karate tournament.
This is incredible. He rocks up to a tournament. He has no black belt. And then he walks in and goes, what are the rules here?
Oh, did we forget the rules portion? We were too
Oh,
busy
good thing
sanding
she
the
knows
decks.
what's going on.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
apparently
because
the whole
everyone goes to a karate
everyone
tournament.
goes to the karate tournament.
Look at the kids.
is awesome.
Maybe should have done a quick rundown of the rules before we got here.
Nah,
I'm
that's
sure it'll
not
be
his style.
fine. Read them in the car, maybe? No.
Look, see, that guy's got referee. This is like you have dreams about this situation where you have to do like a big tournament and you have no idea the rules.
I would love if like he loses and it's like, well, one more year.
Damn.
Broken rib.
He's such the most like chicken like. He's
His wrists are like this.
a little dinosaur.
Yeah.
You're the best. You hit someone in the back.
The subtitles wanted you to know that "You're the Best" is now playing.
Oh, thank God. Good, good, good.
It's a great song. Is his
that Mark
mum there?
Hamill?
Yeah, I think that was his mother. It
Oh,
looked
okay,
like it.
good.
Around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Holy shit.
It's nice to see that he actually is a black belt and seems to be holding his own perfectly well.
Yeah.
We're the best around.
Did you just kick him in the nuts?
Yes, the singular.
Just the one. It's good aim.
God,
Oh,
that
it's
guy's.
the Hulk.
Oh my god, it's Andre the Giant.
I was gonna say.
This guy is just like pure testosterone.
Daniel Russo is the worst fighter to win a tournament ever.
Wait, what just happened? Just like, "Urgh, nerd."
I did notice that there wasn't even a practice fight prior.
No,
We're gonna
come
throw you
in
right in there.
ready to fight. The practices are in the parking lot.
I mean, just for his own like training, he fought against nobody.
Prepare him a little bit for what he's about to do,
He like punched Mr. Miyagi once.
and then he went off and did a bunch of training by himself.
Is this guy on coke? Is he okay?
Yeah, they are
Oh,
all
so
on.
cooked
Yeah.
up. Oh.
I feel like kicking someone in the face should
Oh, don't cry.
like everything
don't cry.
below.
Don't cry.
It's like this isn't boxing.
It seems like he only really has one move. It's like dodge and kick him in the stomach.
Oh my god, I was wondering why the scaffolding was moving. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But they're
Scene
actually
change, everyone. Scene change.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm gonna die?
They started early.
Wait, what?
The
I'm gonna
shot
die?
wasn't over yet.
This is a boxing match now. Place your bets. Why does this guy look like Logan Paul? Which makes sense. He has a very punchable face.
That's why he was cast. How punchable does this guy look?
Mhm.
Very.
It's like that thing of like I always wonder how people feel when they get cast as like white supremacists.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you think I look like a Nazi?
I feel like if Johnny slicked his hair back, he would look like a Ken doll, specifically the one from Toy Story 3.
Oh, nice tornado
Yes.
kicks. Ooh.
Oh Jesus!
Oh man, a guy I went to uni with is now like a professional stunt guy who does, like martial art stuff like that. And some of the videos he posts, I'm just in awe. He's like flipping around doing spin kicks like that.
Man, I wish I knew cool people like that.
What the fuck? That guy who just went yeah. The side of the
Yeah.
frame was like most terrifying face.
They're so excited about karate tournaments. He's so confused. Just like, what? Where am I? This guy's a dick. I think the one thing we learned from this movie is everyone's a dick.
Just the way he's just like, I want you to beat the shit out of this guy. And you don't go.
Basically,
that
he's
seems
saying,
like
I
it could
don't
be
care about
problematic."
you. I want you to deal with people. This is how they become like mobsters. I bet they're all selling coke as well on the side. Like,
Yeah, where are they hiding their brass knuckles?
yeah, he's gonna pull out a knife.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I just did it.
That's like a
Oh,
dislocated knee right there.
I like that they automatically have a guy in a doctor's
Oh my god,
jacket.
Nancy Kerrigan didn't.
Hmm. Wow, these guys are great cheerleaders. Look at these official bodyguards.
Official.
Official.
Of the
Yes, they
napping
were
was
definitely
just
hired for their
dislocate it?
acting talents.
It wasn't really bad luck. The guy meant to do it.
Did they wait? So they dislocated his knee?
Yeah,
It seems that they fucked him up, basically.
it wasn't.
Oh.
It's not really determined, but he got him good in the side.
That guy doing. Dude, EJ is dropping some trivia. That guy doing the tornado kicks, he invented the crane kick. Bobby Brown, the actor, was a black belt at the time in real life.
Huh.
Oh.
That's awesome. I'd be very surprised if there weren't legitimate black belts in this movie.
Like Mr. Miyagi. I'll never be a true karate kid.
This would be the final sort of what would be referred to as the third act, like
Mhm.
the
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 the end of the
climax.
second act into the third act. Second act climax.
Transition. Page turner.
Transition. Oh, he's gonna magic his knee back, Rebecca.
Someone's gonna try that.
Everyone do it. Everyone do
real
it.
problem.
He does that and then pulls out a syringe and stabs him and it's like, you're good to go. I learned that in the army.
Say that
Okay, I
right into the
appreciate
mic.
the fact that he hasn't
answering your
completely magicked and like finished it, like healed his leg. He's just managed to make it well enough that he can like get up.
Just shot him full of morphine.
Uh-huh.
morphine and then adrenaline to make sure that he can like stay upright.
And then they put a big piece of wood net under his pants. Also, have we not talked about Mr. Miyagi's style right now? So good.
Pretty good.
Super stylish. Look at that collar.
That jacket
Sure,
actually
the
fits him well, which
lapels.
is something that I always like to see. I mean, they're all still everybody's suit jackets are still a bit big because this is the 80s.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, move your feet around. Sting
what
like a
the
butterfly,
red
sting like a
thing-
bee.
That's for boxing, I'm pretty sure. Also, why has he got like a red piece of?
Yeah, pop. Sweep the leg.
What's the problem with that?
I guess it's against the rules.
He's also injured.
No mercy. Kill a man, then eat him.
Miyagi has morphine hands.
I do love that moment. Johnny, like, just kind of realizing, wait, what? This guy's a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just like a dick move.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's just an extremely cheap move.
It's like
Taking
he's going
advantage
for
of his
the-
injury.
his
I
I
see
appreciate
what
the
you
fact that Johnny doesn't want to go for the cheap move and he wants to beat him fair and square.
Yeah, he's like honorable or something.
It's an honor thing.
It's pretty ruthless. I am enjoying the choreography.
Miyagi, you need to get your hands on him again.
Ooh.
That was kind of cool.
This would be so much fun to watch if this was like a real thing.
I kind of wish they'd stop cutting around so much.
Yeah, just give us a nice wide shot of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not actually
I know. Shut up, Tom.
like with Jackie Chan. They keep it in the full because he's an actual like.
Oh man,
martial
we need to watch
artist.
some Jackie Chan movies.
Oh, you're right. Like Legend of the Drunken Master, Drunken Master,
Mm.
Master of the Master,
No.
Drunken of the Drunken.
Ooh, that's a dislocated knee.
Hi there. We're at the end of
We're
the
at the
movie.
end of the movie.
Oh, hey, Thinner.
Ah.
Good morning. How are you? There's literally 5 minutes of this movie left.
Yeah, literally.
In Cobra Kai, you get the wide shots. I think I know what I'm watching this week.
Oh, that sounds good.
Do I need to watch
this
the
is
second
really
and
actually
third
making me want to
Karate
watch
Kid?
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the thing.
He's doing the crane.
Oh, he did the
Finish
Mortal
him!
That's like
Kombat.
the least. That's also the least intimidating thing someone can do in front of
I
me.
know, I'm
like,
really
what
surprised
are you,
nobody's
what are
gone,
you doing?
Oh, and then you get kicked in the face.
Fatality.
And then he pulls his spine
Yay.
out.
Ow, ow, ow,
Yeah.
He did the thing
Now
that
he-
he's never done before.
He's so sad. Like, you have the trophy.
Oh, and he gave him the trophy, and he said, "You're all right, Russo. He has
How can we
respect."
please take this poor boy to a hospital where he might be able to get like a leg brace? Or...
Oh, and he's doing the proud
Ah,
nod.
And that's the final shot.
What
So
is it
good.
with 80s movies and like ending really, really abruptly, where they're like, "You're not going to get like an epilogue or anything. This is it.
No.
This is
This
the
is
end.
it.
We're done now."
Unless you want a sequel. Ah, so good. Anyways, that's
I
been.
say 80s movies, but I got the
Rocky
same
IV.
impression from like
I hope everyone
Wow.
enjoyed it.
Speed.
Ralph
I'm
Macchio.
so hyped up now.
I don't know what else Ralph Macchio has been in.
It's such a sudden ending. I feel like there should have been like
Lady-
at least like 2 minutes.
No,
where
Lady
but he
with
won.
dog.
Do you want
yeah, but
like
they could have like
here's where they are
decompressed
now?
a little bit.
No, I was expecting it to like fade to black as he's like triumphantly exiting.
Well, just
but I
imagine
love
like the
that they
people in
Yeah,
the theater.
something like that, where it's
Everyone
like
in
it
the theater
feels
is like,
like a-
yeah, hell yeah.
I love that they faded with like Mr. Miyagi just like yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways,
Very
that's
Amazing.
been the movie. I want to
sure
thank
has.
Steph for joining us. This was your first time. What you think?
Who are we talking to?
You.
You.
Me. What the? Sorry, you. Everyone froze for a second. So,
Oh, I'm so
it was like the end of the movie. Like everyone else froze.
And we all look so
Is
proud.
this intentional? Yeah, that was great. That was a good time.
You should probably
I'm
watch
not-
it without us talking over it.
I enjoyed it a lot with us all talking over it. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure I got all the major plot points. Yeah, that was awesome.
Great movie. Good time.
Mhm.
Also
Good
want to
time.
thank
Reading the chat.
Katie for being here.
Hi.
Thank you. And
welcome.
Grace, who is now always here.
You're welcome.
And I've been Tom. We're going to move this whole more conversation to Patreon. So if you have stick around with us till now, I will be posting out that link very shortly in the same post linking to this video. So keep an eye out for that. Until then, thank you for joining us, and we will see you
Fun
next time.
And
Karate Kid!